Hello, and welcome back to Sea of Sorrows. I'm the DM, Gothboogle, and my players are their players. Last session, the group met up with a group of Tanukis at a town after surprisingly getting through a checkpoint through... Well, actually, that was after my brain. They arrived at the Tanuki's home to meet the family. Hoping for a bit of rest and such, the party had agreed to help out with a little bit of a problem with some kind of ghost or spirit that was causing issues to the Tanuki family. And let me do that some music. Voila. As you recall, you had been offered to stay the night and help out the next day. And you are basically offered lodgings. There are more rooms in this one. Just, I don't have stuff on here.
No worries, buddy.
So, Elliot, do you think it's going to be like a normal exorcism?
I apologize. Repeat that again for me, Deckham.
So, Elliot, do you think this is going to be like a normal exorcism, or is it going to be odd?
Depending on what we are dealing with, I suspect it's anything but normal. And definitely not one of the Russell's dead. Probably something else haunting it or controlling the area.
That's what I was afraid of.
Worst case scenario, we could also be dealing with another encounter with those flying heads.
Well,
Same
we're
what
gonna
happened the
cover
last time.
Got it. Shove her head in a bag again.
I think the other thing is just to make sure we keep their heads and bodies separated.
Shove her head in the bag again.
Agreed.
Kill them both at the same time. This one might be a bit more difficult for me because I'm going to have to keep property damage down to a minimum.
I mean, so we're, just so I understand, we're kind of splitting up, like, between the rooms, right now? Outside of the main hall. Google.
Yeah, there's bedrooms, stuff like that.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm just
You guys can either all bunk together in the same room, or they have a couple.
I'll bunk in. I think it's smarter to bunk in the same. Hold on.
I was gonna say, the last time I made that decision, being in the same room was very beneficial, so...
Great
Agreed.
start. Great start.
Well, roll me a perception, each of you.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. I hate my dice. Wow. There we go.
Hello.
I suspect after the previous hotel in tavern that we were in, I think at least Kyle, Elliot, and Zamar are going to be a bit more paranoid.
This
I'm
is why
very
we don't-
trusting.
Why we don't stay at Holiday Inns.
As you guys go into this room, just kind of out of the corner of your eye, you see down the hall a rather sad, as you come to know him, Eno, who seems to be with a wadded up futon and looks a little bit sad. Dear boy.
Should we bother him?
I don't see shit.
Elliot,
Okay. You get the impression that you might be in his room.
Oh,
oh.
would you like us to leave? Kyle just looked at him.
Ellie's gonna
See
look
Mark
over.
kind of go, no, you guys are fine. You're fine. You're fine.
I don't want to.
Wait, they're guests.
I don't want to leave
But
any.
his eyes, they're so sad.
Agreed. Also, I don't want to leave any bad will or ill will.
Oh, he's fine. He just,
I'll
room's
sleep
a
on the
room.
floor.
As will I. Well, I can actually sleep on the ceiling if need be.
Please don't.
You guys are going to be sleeping on the floor. I mean, there's futons that look a little patchwork that have been set up or given out for you, but yes.
We need a freaking cot soon.
I don't use beds. Gonna stand in a corner.
Just waiting.
Is this unsettling to you?
Oh God, shut up.
Well, Ellie's gonna sleep on the ceiling. Make more room for everyone.
At this point, I feel like half our party's just gonna sleep on the fucking ceiling.
If there's like a plant in the corner, I'll sleep on that.
Moogle, is there any way I could sneak him some snacks for taking over his room?
Yeah.
Give him like a dessert deck made or something.
Yeah, if you go, looking for him, you, see him, he's, they have those exterior decks that are covered. He's,
What?
three, you go and open the door and you, see him, he's, a little ways down, and he's, all trying to curl up on, the side of the deck with his futon.
Ah, sleeping under the stars, I see.
Burger? Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, for just a bit of thanks for lending us your room for the evening, here. And he's going to take out one of those metal tins he gives, everybody their prescribed rations in. And it is just a solid pound cake.
As he looks at it, he, for a moment, he, takes a finger and, the claw and puts it in his mouth, and all of a sudden it's the big cat eyes, they're dilated, and he kind of sets it aside and hugs you.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. That's very nice of you.
Just your leg, I imagine.
If you do flip
Guy
it
is,
over,
he's sitting, hugging Deckham, and looking him eye to eye.
Oh my God.
yeah, he's a large lad.
Well, you said okay, yes, yeah, you're right.
That was just the cake portion, by the way. If you flip it over onto a plate, there's whipped cream and strawberries on the bottom.
Meanwhile, Kyle.
Yeah, you see a moment of confusion of what the hell is a strawberry, but he doesn't know it.
I love him already.
He's going to die, and I'm going to be sad.
Of diabetes.
If you kill this poor boy, I swear to God, Moogle.
Kill him. Do it.
No.
Little face. I love him. Alright, well, there you go. So I'm going to go keep a lookout for my friends. If you need anything, and looking at him, possibly a napkin.
He is just shoveling it.
Alright,
And
utensils
in-
needed around here.
Gives you a little wave as you walk away, continuing.
God.
And
Jacob takes
Star
that
is
little list. Jacob takes that little list he has. Alright, no dessert for the crew tomorrow.
Fuck you.
Supposed
Now
to
Kyle's
feed
gonna be
everything.
upset.
I mean, if anything, Ellie would also, will agree with that idea. It's alright, if it helps the
You don't
family.
eat, you fucker.
I was about to say, if Deckham alerts him about it, yeah, Elliot would say, alright, we are guests, so it's best to give him some food. That's it.
He just seemed so sad. I'm new to emotions, but that's a bad one, right?
Yes, you did
Not,
mention.
Kyle, just thinking for a minute. No, not at all.
Elliot just adds, no, you did a good deed, Deckham, better than either myself or Kyle might have handled. I don't know Zamar and Star's methods, but I think you were the best choice of it all.
Star, who's a little bit paranoid and kind of making sure, like, looking around things. Actually, it's pretty... I'm guessing he must be the youngest, because it's pretty common for the youngest to have to get into the room if there's guests.
That's the youngest one. You're big around here.
I am unaware of most cultures on that part.
Large lad. What I was saying.
True. And Elliot's just gonna walk up the wall, onto the ceiling, and just lay back onto the ceiling.
I swear, every time I see that, it's less and less, or more and more unsettling. Sorry.
Why do I imagine, like, the weirdness of it is he just, like, walks up there, and then it's, you know, the full vampire thing. He crosses his arm and just, like, folds up to the ceiling.
There's a lot of calf muscle. I think he does it on purpose. Or is it just natural to him?
I don't want to think about it at all.
Elliot from above just says, considering that the vampire creature with the flying head was also surprised, I suspect this might be useful if we are assailed in the evening.
If they assail us and that, I guess, child starts running at us, God help us all.
I am not suspecting them, but considering they had mentioned about spirits and the like,
I will protect him with every bolt in my body.
I will help you in that endeavor.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
But yeah, Elliot is on ceiling.
Are we looking good then, Star? As Kyle's just kind of looking over because her investigation roll was well, I'm not even gonna. Rolled it that one.
Who wants to roll me the dream dice?
I'll roll
Me.
it. Oh, then, yeah. Jason, go.
We only roll
Over.
D20.
D20s.
Yeah, one each.
1,
Oh my God.
4,
Oh no.
5 if you count Star.
Yeah, she didn't.
I rolled a 1. I rolled 2 18s, a 1, and a 13.
I wonder who the one is. Jeebus.
Might be
do
Kyle.
I-
Is that who the one represents?
Nah, I think,
Might be Kyle.
Wait, you're asking me?
I don't
yes.
know.
Uh,
I was expecting each of you to roll a die separately.
Oh.
but you
Oh.
rolled for everybody. So
oh! I would,
so the 4 would, the 1 would be Decum.
aww. Aww, that's doing it. Question, Boogle.
I just
do
rolled a
have to-
D4 just to...
Yeah, I know. Question, Boogle. Do I have to roll a wisdom save or no?
Not yet. You will in the morning. We'll just wait for Jeebus to get back.
I was jokingly saying Jeebus rolled the 1, and then the dice were like, no, you're correct.
There's a lot of rolling happened. What I missed.
Ah, you rolled it
I'm
out.
sorry, buddy.
Ah,
Technically, we were all supposed to roll for our
course.
stream dice.
Jeebus, you know, it's only thematic.
Yeah.
I rolled
like,
a D20
nuts.
for all of us. I rolled a 1. Moogle asks me, who's the 1 for? I roll a D4, counting you as 4, and it rolled 4. It's only fitting, buddy.
this makes sense.
So then I will have you roll a D10, Jeebus. Just I want to say this.
He's gonna roll 1.
7. It's like the
Ooh.
slanty one.
It's a one with an attitude.
Alright, so, Deckham. As your sensors tell you that it has passed into the late at night, you can hear the cicadas and various birds of this island. The night sounds, crickets. You hear a voice. It is somewhere between binary, a text-to-speech, and Kay's voice. Oh dear. Does emotion upset you?
Emotion makes me feel more like them, more like a true person. There are upsetting ones and very enjoyable ones. So, in short, yes. But being upset is not naturally a bad thing, I believe.
It is illogical.
Correct.
But most things are.
But also, what is it? It's just enjoyable. Yes, that's the emotion.
Will you teach the others of your world?
If I can, absolutely. They are my brothers. I think Warforged are more alike than any other race. If I can teach them to individualize, that would be quite amazing.
Everything is in binary. As I am, there is another. You have seen their manifestation. Be wary. Do not fall too much into emotion.
Yes, the other individual. I specifically avoided speaking with their, what do we call it? Conduit. He was quite mad, and, I think mad is a good word for it. He went down he was searching for the wrong emotions. Anger, deceit, greed. That is not how Mistress K programmed and taught me. This is more like the old general.
You have that weird sensation that you just know the connection is gone. At that moment, after you speak your last words.
Goodbye, Prototype. Talk to you soon again.
Alrighty. Morning comes. It is heavy with fog. For those of you that feel a chill, it is a bit chilling. Probably Kyle, you're a little bit more used to it being from Abu, with the morning fogs that roll in and that coastal humidity. But you can definitely feel, and as you guys kind of see the light of the day, it is a heavy fog upon the mountain you're on.
Look, everyone, cloud fell.
What?
Fog. It's foggy.
Sounds like half awake when you're saying
I
that.
say I get it, but no.
You all do realize that fog is just a cloud that is on the ground, correct?
Yeah, I'm aware.
Elliot
Textures outside.
pulls himself
Unless
up from the
it's from this
ceiling.
dragon.
Do you want me to roll that wisdom save then Google or no?
Yes.
7.
You know what? Take my inspiration. Reroll that again.
I just wanted to play out at this point. 7.
Oh well.
Don't burn another inspo. Don't. I just want to see what plays out because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Part of me just, as player, is worried for Tanuki family.
Nah, Trinity family is fine. It'll be Kyle that's gonna be more of a worry to everyone else.
Oh.
Alright, I rolled an 8. I'm ready to die. Meanwhile, then I learned I summoned the apocalypse on accident.
Just this long, abiding silence from Moogle. I love these.
Oh, I have to type.
I
It's
love
okay,
it when the
no,
GM
I'm
goes
just-
silent when you fail a roll.
I'm just saying, I love the,
Ah!
silence.
Ah!
Is that
Yeah.
Kyle?
No, that's Mariner.
Oh.
I'm about to say.
I was
So
like, Kyle
I
just starts
just
screaming.
heard that to you, so you have to be, as a player, be honest when it's a situation.
I will. I figured as
Okay.
much. Moogle, you know me. I'll play it.
I know.
I was just saying, oh, that's not good for me as a player.
Oh no.
That's not good.
Alright. So, as you guys tidy up your room, you hear a knock. Are you guys awake?
Yeah, a bit chilly.
Good morning.
Awake.
Yes.
Rocky slides the door open. She's like, hair's kind of ruffled. She just looks like she just woke up herself. Or stayed up all night partying. You're not entirely sure which.
Well, we didn't get attacked last night, so that's always a good sign.
Indeed. And you do see Elliot still on the ceiling, sitting upward.
Elliot, please get off the ceiling.
That is...
No
Is
Is
cool.
he a yokai or something, too?
No.
It's safe space,
no.
that's all. And Elliot, very carefully making sure he doesn't land on anyone, hops off the ceiling. Hands.
Zinmar gets out of the plant in the corner.
He became one with the plant. I imagine it's like that meme of like cats just sleep on anything, but it's just like Zimar in a
I
ball
fit,
somehow.
so I sit.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's a thing. You wouldn't understand.
Oh god.
He begins putting on his armor.
So, we got rice, porridge, and fish for breakfast.
Fish is fine for me.
Okay. See you in the kitchen.
Beckham looks distressed.
Wait, just say dungeon. Or we
Yeah.
shout to.
Kitchen.
I know.
Elliot's gonna look
The
over
way,
to
like,
Deckham.
the stutter for a minute caught me.
Elliot's gonna look
Oh,
over
we're
to
going.
Deckham and, Deckham, this may sound a bit odd, but would you mind giving my share to our host?
They already good.
Also, it might be. I don't know, Joe,
But-
the Tanuki tradition enough. It also might be rude.
Looks over the star for confirmation.
I believe you should probably enjoy what they have created for you. That somehow somebody beat me to a kitchen, and what is this feeling? I don't like it.
Anger, jealousy, rage. I got a list.
Anxiety.
Ooh,
Depression.
That one sounds fun.
Depression or anxiety?
Anxiety.
Zara kind of like, she puts her finger to her, like, to her chin. Well, traditionally in this region, it's impolite to not eat. But I'm gonna be honest, this family seems a little bit non-traditional.
Oh god, and I'm going to be impolite because I don't have a mouth.
No, I think they understand that.
I was more towards giving a gift of gratitude for our host.
Oh, that would be really acceptable. Also, don't stick your chopstick straight up when you're done. That is a major insult. If you don't know that.
Who's she saying that to?
The party, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Wait, Chin.
I'm already sauntering my way to the kitchen.
Oh my god.
The morning
I'll probably-
saunter.
Elliot will go over to Star One Hearts
Also
one more
known as
time.
the kitty crawl.
Is my chin is
I
too
could
large?
share some tea or coffee with them.
Yes.
Yeah, the kitchen's actually one of those, like, in-floor fire pits. It's big. You kind of... like what you had at the inn. They're cooking, there's tea being made, different things. You see them all sitting around, except for Grandpa. Eno's got a big old bowl, and he's got rice all over his face as he's eating.
Oh my god.
A strawberry stuck to like the back of his head that he forgot about last night.
You're gonna go out in that balcony and there's just gonna be the dish that's crushed underneath. He used it as a pillow.
Yeah.
My friends, it is good morning to you all.
Morning. Just kind of waves.
Miss Kyle quite enjoys this. Have you all had coffee before?
They all kind of look at each other like, what's
Do you know what
coffee?
tea is? Flavored stick water? I don't know.
Oh, tea?
Oh, yes. It's something akin to that, but it comes from a different region.
No, if it's stick water, it's that bamboo juice.
No, this is more like a nut that is crushed and turned into a beverage. None of you have an issue with caffeine?
I was gonna say, they drink
Right.
tea.
Mari's just sitting over there like you can tell she kind of has an idea about everything you've said. Hana is completely like, what is caffeine? Aki is being Aki.
Yes, give all the children the caffeine, please.
Yes.
Nope, he's just like staring at you like intensely for some reason. You're pretty sure he just has an intense resting face.
I feel like
his face.
I feel like if Nobu got caffeine, he'll actually just die of a heart attack then and there from anxiety.
Like, I'm picturing those pinprick pupils just to dilate to his whole eye.
My guy looks like he
yes.
snorts caffeine in the morning.
Jekko will, take out his percolator and just kind of literally just hold it over the fire because he's a metal man, so he doesn't need a hook.
Is there what kind of fish is it? Is it like some kind of mountain trout moogle or?
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity. Okay. Is it like diced or is it like actual full? Just out of curiosity.
Got it in the stick through.
Okay. Kyle probably.
Like a skewer.
Yeah, Kyle, at least being chopsticked a few times, will probably pick up the chopsticks and just picking at some of the fish.
Yeah, when they give you bowls, there's, like I said, there's rice porridge, there's rice, there's plenty of seasonings, you see plenty of pickled things.
Kyle's getting the pickled things.
Hmm?
I was joking. I said Kyle's gonna stay away from the pickled stuff. The innate cat in her.
Elliot will eat the pickled items without any issues. He actually seems to have a taste for it.
Star is something as bitter
commenting
as
on
him.
some of the pickles. Like, oh, this is a really good recipe. Oh, it's my mother's.
Oh god. Do appreciate the meal then, as Kyle's kind of just picking at it here and there.
Yeah, I mean, it's there, it's filling, it's home food, more than, you know.
More than, well, I was gonna say more than I'm used to, but
Question,
Not
is the
necessarily.
patriarch also eating with us?
Oh, Grandpa's still sleeping.
did he sleep that long?
Everybody kind of looks at each other, kind of giggles. Well, I mean, he's like 300 years old, so...
Hmm.
Huh.
Yes, Greybeard tends to have his long rests as well. But in his case, he's much older.
Oh, Mr. Skate sleeping until like noon on her days off.
Isn't that unhealthy? Usually.
Depending
You do
on
it
what
every
you're
day.
doing. How many days did she have off?
1 or 2 a month.
Okay, never mind. That makes a lot of sense now.
What's right? She works as an artificer and other things that are with the technology that I'm quite unaware of. So yes, that would make sense. I'm impressed she has not blown up anything concerning she handles gnome tech.
It's more surprising when it doesn't blow up when it's supposed to.
I wish I had an artificer that wasn't that crazy. Well, technically not an artificer, but... Kyle, like, got that 1,000-yard stare up. Regret.
I'm sure.
Well, whenever you guys are ready, we can take you up to this shop, the old house.
Very well. Is there anything in particular that we should avoid or keep a lookout for?
Well, Laura kind of is thinking, they're all kind of thinking. Before Aki speaks up. Well, I mean, there's the bleeding walls and the floor mats and the screaming and the ghosts and the other things.
This has just reminded me of a clown ship.
Please don't. I really don't want to deal with
actually
more clowns.
That was actually one of the few times I actually felt afraid.
That was the first.
But resuming on the questions about the workshop, is there anything we might need to collect or not accidentally break?
Well, we have a lot of stuff that weren't able to get out, but it's been a few years. The last time I took a look, and the place was kind of a wreck, but I mean, see, Mari. Well, there is Grandpa's hammer, which got left in the forge, which is far back. So if you could bring that, that would be really great. It would mean a lot to him.
Is there any special markings or indications, just so we don't accidentally grab the wrong hammer?
Nah, it's a pretty simple one. It's the only one in there, other than the big one. So she kind of like shows her hands, like, you know, a decent sized hand.
Okay.
Blacksmithing hammer. Not the big one with the long handle. That one's kind of whatever.
Hold on, let me see what I have. They're not like this. This Kyle pulls out the Gnomish long hammer from the bag of holdings, just for reference.
Yeah, no, that's the sledge. We don't need that one.
Okay, and Kyle puts it back in the bag. What I imagine, it's like that comical thing of like, she just keeps digging and like it just keeps pulling out of like the handle. And slowly slides it back in.
Right. So, I believe most of us are ready to go whenever you're ready to show us to where we need to head to.
All right. Mara kind of finishes up. She kind of stands up. All right, we'll take you up there. It's a little bit of a hike, and I hope none of you have problems with stairs.
I think we'll be all right.
Elliot looks
So-
around. Definitely looking at Zamar, Star, and Kyle. I don't suppose either of you three have any issues with stairs.
No issues for me.
Or perhaps I should
not
say
really.
breathing exercises.
You do know I like walk around regularly.
Yes, but you also require lungs to breathe.
Kyle's like thinking about something for a minute and just like forget it. She's not even gonna entertain the thought.
And there was another earthquake. Yay me.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, IRL?
Yes.
Oh shit.
I had 3 last night, and that was another one now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's okay. I live in Nevada.
Damn you, San Andreas.
Actually, it's not. It's Sierra Fault, but
Damn you, Sierra.
Why am I starting of the Sierra Mist fucking drink?
That's not real anymore, Miser. We don't associate.
Wait, what?
It's a Sierra Mist doesn't exist anymore. It's fuck, what'd they rename it to?
Okay, after session, that's news to me. But anyway,
Yeah, I'm surprised you wouldn't know, considering you're in the news, or at least just hear it offhandedly.
there are some things I don't pay attention to because I selectively cherry pick.
You're not
Alright.
wrong.
so you guys walk through the mist for a while on a dirt path. You pass a few smaller buildings, a small shrine that you've seen kind of in different places. After a while, after what seems like 20 minutes, you come to stone stairs and the Torii gates that are above it, and you begin to climb. And you're climbing. And you're climbing. And does anybody want to roll me a perception? Or an insight? Or investigation?
Oh, it's Elliot's roll. Okay.
Get rolled.
Do you want everybody to roll or?
Everyone, yeah.
Holy shit.
That shouldn't have been an advantage, so that's only a 20, but...
Kyle wins again.
So, after a little bit, you... Star and Kyle, you kind of get that weird feeling, followed by Deckham. A little bit, Deckham, you pick up on a little bit more because of your mechanical nature. You're pretty sure you've walked on this set of steps before, but you're not sure.
Are we going in the circle?
Mathematically, these stairs don't make sense.
Oh, sorry, the mist can be a little disorienting. We're almost there.
Hmm. How does she look? Does she look like she's breathing heavily, or?
No, she's smiling. She seems like she hasn't even broken a sweat or anything.
Oh well, thankfully Elliot doesn't have to worry about breathing.
You have to worry about fine dining. A really bad joke for the people that got it.
So, after a little bit while longer, you guys... It begins to flatten out, and there's a little bit more of a path before you see a large single-floor dwelling. And we will move you there now. Does somebody want to pick me some spooky music?
Sure.
I'm blind! Never mind, I'm not. There's a clicky door though, but I'm not gonna click it.
I forgot what this one
Someone
was.
else is getting it. Ah, yes, we're summoning the Lovecraftian of one of these episodes. Oh, God.
Oh, that was a 2.9. Okay.
Well, if Moogle randomly cuts out for like half an hour, at least we know why now.
Yep.
Alrighty. So you guys are there. It's dim. It looks considerably more run down than you thought it would.
When was the last time you've all been here?
Oh, about 10 years. Maybe 15.
Wow, a decade.
Question: Are we still in the? Oh, actually, no, we are not. But Elliot will say.
No, I haven't connected.
Yeah.
Plus, Kyle, especially with the one that was looking the other way, it's not even worth it. Because, at least not until they leave.
Yeah. Elliot will kind of
Wait,
turn.
Elliot was asking if we were in the mental link.
Yeah.
Oh.
Elliot's just gonna add out loud. For it to come to this sort of situation within that amount of time, the maintenance must have been. I'm not sure. It seems like someone purposely did some more damage to it.
Well, like I said, the ghost is kind of noisy. Also, we had a really bad winter 3 years ago, so humidity and dry rot, you know.
Yeah.
Alright.
As she slides open the door.
Elliot steps right in.
So it's just the singular ghost, right?
I highly doubt it's going to be a single ghost living here. Or other.
Well,
Yeah, they're
we
married.
really didn't try asking.
We didn't try asking. Oh my god. I mean, isn't there like some kind of spiritual medium? I guess I don't know if you guys would have something akin to that here.
Oh yeah, we could bring in one, but I don't know, just they usually don't like us, so
Kyle just nods understandingly.
Deckham's gonna cast Detect Magic.
There be magic.
What?
There be magic.
I'm guessing. I'm hoping not, but I'm guessing illusion.
No.
So we are free to do our exploration then. Will you be waiting for us outside or coming along with us as a guide?
Well, Hey, Elliot, I need you to roll me perception.
Sure.
And Kyle, too. Why don't you roll it for me?
Wow.
I'm going.
On fucking edge.
Oh,
Wow.
God.
All right.
You both notice it at about the same time. Sadly, not much you can do about it, as these long black hands reach around the mouths of Mari and Star, and
Wait, let me see. Do I have Sentinel?
the doors slam shut.
No, I don't. Right.
And you hear screams and what sounds like doors being slammed, things being dragged across wooden floors.
Well, Elliot is gonna go, we'll say, alright, I'm gonna go help the, raccoon girl, Aki, her name, I think. And he's gonna go immediately straight and hit the door with full force in front of him.
Wait, you might not want to touch anything. Everything here is magical.
Real quick question. Does this technically count as one of those things that I got whispered about? I don't know. I'll leave that. I figured I'd ask because in character, but this is one of those weirder ones.
The way I meant for what I worded you was if you're attacked or slighted.
Okay,
or...
okay. Okay, so it's not... Okay. What a fucking day. Well,
Right.
Deckham, could you tell us if it's magical at all?
Yes.
Elliot, as you're hitting on the door after what sounds like the noises grow quiet, you feel that the door is now able to be opened. Deckham, you felt some kind of abjuration magic for a moment.
Abjuration, so it was probably blocked magically. Do we want to save the Tanuki or Star first?
I mean, we could split up 2 and 2, but that'll also probably be
That
very
seems
fucking
like an
low.
awful idea.
Well, first I'm gonna do this.
So, Mara, what are you doing? Your sister was just kidnapped.
I'm probably definitely going after my sister. And I'm going to convey that that none of them, it was like, no offense to them, but Star is far more useful to us than this group. However, she's also my sister, so I'm a little biased.
That's fine. I was going to suggest that perhaps you three can go after Star and I'll go after the other girl.
I'll go with Elliot again. I don't trust him, at least alone.
We're gonna split.
Don't kill each other.
I feel like
I mean,
that
we
was
didn't kill each other last time.
I feel like that was meant to be an insult, but yet...
It's what we call passive-aggressivism.
I see that Greybeard's approach is usually more preferable. He just walks in.
Either way.
I highly suggest not touching any of the beds. Remember last time I was in a spooky house. The bedsheet attacked me.
Well, good luck. Have fun, all that jazz. Kyle also points to her head and then just follows Elliot in.
Alright, ready, Deckham?
No, but let's do it anyway.
This is like the constantly splitting the party of, let's put the two people that'll kill each other together constantly.
Elliot suggested he go alone.
Kyle doesn't want to leave him alone because as much as she hates him, she also understands that she needs Elliot.
Okay, let me just type this down. Alright. Ellie immediately sees his door, swings it open, goes right in.
You see a candle. For some reason, there's a candle lit right there on that table.
Very quickly, I'm going to use my divine sense. 1 of 4.
Can I roll an investigation to see how long it's been burning then while he's doing that?
Sure.
If I can, whenever he decides to go. 11. Can't roll investigation today, apparently.
You'd say it's been a bit. Whether it's a couple hours, night, not sure.
Yeah.
You don't sense anything, Elliot.
This is odd. I don't sense anything of the undead. Or anything.
But it's also a lot of cover.
True.
So.
Well, I can't really tell much from this candle, sadly. Burnt in such a weird way that it's not giving me any indication how long it's been there.
I'm going to investigate further in as Ellie's going to go. Sword
As
drawn.
you walk past that door,
Yep.
you'll move back to.
2? Okay.
I'll just wait then.
You see a shadow, something vaguely humanoid, through that, what do they call it, privacy screen?
Oh, fuck, I know what they're called, but I can't think of it right now.
Modesty screens or whatever, I don't know the honest name.
I don't know either, but
It's like a folding screen.
Alright. Well, Ellie's gonna make his way towards it. What do I need to roll to see if I can get a better idea of what the outline looks like?
Roll me... either a nature or nature's wisdom, isn't it? Or is it intelligence?
I think nature's intelligence.
It is.
Oh, wait, is it?
Yeah, nature's
That's kind
intelligence.
of dumb.
Let's roll flat intelligence then.
Humanoid.
I'm gonna start making my way over to it.
As you come around the corner, you see a circle of dolls. Little stuffed diamonds, a ball in the middle. And as you come around the screen, you see what looks like a body wrapped in like you would to bury them.
Yeah, good, Elliot.
I see a body that's supposed to be wrapped up for burial.
Oh shit, the clouds are back.
No.
I hate how I hear that. I just think of the fucking every stereotypical whorehouse ever.
Elliot just says it very calmly and loud enough. I do hope those two innocents are not harmed. We are going to regret crossing our paths.
Right as Elliot gets done saying that, Kyle, you hear scratching sounds from behind that door, and we're going to switch to the other two for a moment. Okay. So Deckham and Zvar.
Alright, Zvar, you take the lead. I got your back.
Okay.
Then the guy with the
go.
body armor in first, and then the gun.
I'm gonna go this way.
Can I just get vision on Declan on my end for my stream?
Let me see if I can.
I am going to open up this this door.
Okay, give me a second just to get something here for everybody to see.
I just don't want anyone who actually watches my horrible streams to just look at Elliot in the soul room by himself.
That's what they do in my streams.
Okay.
I think they gotta give him access or visual on my stuff too.
I'm gonna just drop this over Deckham and hope that Deckham moves it when he picks it up.
Never.
Okay. I hope you see now.
I'm gonna have to get one for Elliot too, so Deckham can see what
Yep.
Sorry, buddy.
I just realized that. Of course, you guys do that whole let's split the fucking party. So I put it on you, so yep.
Awesome.
You're gonna open that door?
Yes,
Go right ahead.
I'm opening the door.
You see a long hallway.
Oh, fucking hell.
There is a huge amount of the floor missing and a lot of cobwebs. And I think you see a scattering coins on the other side.
This is a nightmare hallway.
Zenma, is there like a basement, or it's just like the floor missing and there's dirt?
Roll me a perception.
Okay. Because I think my 300-pound ass should not go down the hallway if there's floor missing. Looks fine to me.
What did you roll?
I kind of reassure him, like, yeah,
You
Deckham.
can roll me a perception too.
I was gonna say to Deckham, I don't know if you're gonna be able to make this, buddy. You're a little heavy.
Because visually, what you guys see is just a black freaking void. It could be bottomless. Do you still have Detect Magic up?
Yes. It would last 10 minutes. It's kind of up to you at this point, for
Yeah,
time-wise.
you sense a bit of illusion.
Well, it's kind of a mystery. And I'll kind of walk up and what I have on me.
Like the floor is fake, or there's actually a bottom, we just can't see it, or
He'll just take out a torch and just kind of toss it on the ground here-ish.
It falls through and lands on the ground. You hear it probably about 3-4 feet down.
It's not that bad.
do we see it? Do we see it? Because you said there's like void underneath it.
No,
Do we
but
see the
as
torch on the
illusion
ground?
is broken, you just see that it is just missing floor.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
But then the
Twinkle Toes.
spiders.
What the
What?
A massive swarm of spiders begins
that?
crawling up on the floor towards you.
Holy crap!
I'm glad I came back to trigger my
What?
arachnophobia.
Like hundreds, thousands, maybe. You're not sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Where's your spell list? Where's your spell list?
Oh shit!
Oh, no.
That might not have been real.
I imagine Elliot and
Listen,
I
buddy.
hear them.
Listen, buddy, I don't blame you.
Yeah, you guys just hear that loud ear-splitting bang.
Deckham, what the fuck did you guys just do?
Is everything
Fight
alright?
us.
the mental screaming like a girl of Zamar.
Yes, it is quite literally that. You wouldn't think, oh, you must have found Star. No, it was just me.
It was I, Dio.
Mark, you want to skip across and see if we can continue down this hallway?
Yes, I'm assuming this jump is very easy for me, so I'm just going to skip and jump all across.
So you guys can roll me a perception, too.
Hold on, sweetie.
Hold on, Dad's throwing dice at something. Give him a minute. Oh my god. We're gonna get fucked
Say
next.
that sentence again. Say that sentence.
Somewhere behind you. So somewhere this direction. You hear the sound of... You know that sound of like something rusty swinging?
Yeah.
And a scratching noise.
I'm sorry, I missed the arrow. I'm guessing it was behind me.
Yes,
No.
back the way you guys came.
Sinbad, do you hear that?
I don't know, do I hear it? Yes.
Should we check this way first before going that way and potentially be falling in a hole?
Yes. Considering I don't want to split the party anymore, that sounds like a wonderful idea.
Yes, that's why I specifically said the word we.
One catch, though. You're going to have to be the one that leads this time.
I'm already in front.
It's coming from this way, and then we will switch back to the other group.
Okay.
Alright, go to here then. Right back where we started.
Amazing. You said there was scratching coming from the door, right?
Yep, on the other side.
Did Elliot hear
Uh,
anything
this
on
is-
his end?
It's very quiet. So where you are, no. Where Kyle is next to the door, yes.
Okay.
Elliot, as much as I want to open this door, there's some scratching and shit coming from it, and I'd rather not.
And you hear what sounds like the plucking of a guitar. Just like something brushing strings.
Why did I just fucking picture the Joe Judge to be continued theme now?
Alright.
Fucking something's gonna pop out the door.
Pops the door open. Elliot steps in.
Wait, just for clarification, Moogle, guitar or a zither?
The three-string Japanese thing, I don't know what it's called.
That is called a zither.
Then is a zither.
Pretty sure it is. I probably also just insulted like half the Japanese with my hit.
What did I? As you guys walk in, it's quiet.
Anything, Elliot, pings or like weird feelings to smite anyone in here?
Well, as you're watching, someone definitely just won this game of Go as you watch a piece move and slide across the table to mat or to block.
Shit, they didn't yell Yahtzee. Just really being... Sorry.
Elliot will walk over. Strange game that they're playing.
I've seen some people play it from time to time.
Oh, didn't mean to go all over there.
No, you're fine.
Oh, just want to look into this.
I'm gonna look at the guitar looking instrument, which is
What
there
are you
like
doing? Go ahead.
is there anything like it's called the Kodo. I'm stupid. Is there anything going on with the Kodo, like, because I did hear the strings coming in, but it seemed mostly undisturbed now?
Yeah. It's just laying there.
You know what? I'm gonna try to pick it up.
Okay.
Okay. I will add Kodo to my bag. Put it in my bag of holding.
Alright, I suppose looting is an option, but what is this here? As Elliot looks at the desk over here, what am I looking at?
Well, you're looking at some paper that has some writing on it.
I suppose the question is, can I read the handwriting?
Well, at first it just looks like a weird mess, but you realize it might just be very small print.
Elliot will pick it up and read it.
It says, "You will die repeatedly."
Anything of note?
Elliot rips the note and just says, "Provocation, declaring I will die many times here."
I mean, I die on the inside every time I get here, so she's just kind of slowly walking now with the zither basically on her back.
Yeah, Elliot's no longer amused as he begins to make his way out.
As you step out the door, somebody table flipped that shogi or go game.
Well,
All
I
of it.
guess someone didn't appreciate that. You know,
That
I'm
or
curious. Oh my God.
that or they just are a bad loser.
I'm curious if this is similar to like the manner that we were with Decum, where there's multiple iterations just kind of wandering around.
The Cross Manor?
Yeah.
Well, this time we're a lot stronger than we were back at the Cross Manor, so I don't think we have to worry about a hedonistic ritual or insult to our own personal beliefs.
I guess we'll see.
What do I see in this little corner here as I make my way up?
Well, you gotta jump over a hole. You just see some tatami mats that have been rolled up and piled there.
You know what? Out of pure investigation, I'm gonna walk over to the tatami mats and with my own hands, I'm going to start lifting them up, checking if there's any hidden stuff within it.
Roll me an investigation.
Okay.
You just find what you think is just must be trash or something that people have just jumped in here.
Alright. Nothing here, and Elliot will carefully plant his feet to the walls and start climbing around it. See if there's any reaction as he makes his way into the other room. Kind of looks really weird for Kyle because he's now that Elliot's walking on the wall perpendicular to the ground.
Oh my God. You know, you think when you see it fucking all, then you see this shit. He starts walking.
Alright, back to the other group.
Roger that.
Alrighty.
So you hear that creaking noise. It's louder as you get closer to this door, which is open.
Alright, and I will walk in with Detect Magic still up.
After you, good sir.
It is a very... You can tell people left. I mean, there's rice spilled on the floor. It's a kitchen, like you guys had for breakfast.
I know they must have been in a hurry. They wasted food.
The greatest
It's
crime
getting
of all.
louder. Find yourself in a storeroom, dusty. More
Alright.
spilled things.
Storage. My expertise.
We're not here to organize anything, Declan.
Just a little bit.
No, not just a little bit. Where's that sound coming from?
I don't know.
You really don't know because it stopped.
I'm gonna look around to see if I see any, like something that would indicate a, door, like a trap door that goes into the basement or anything like that.
Okay, roll me an investigation. No, you don't find anything like that. You even look in some of the buckets thinking, will that be an interesting way to hide it? Doesn't seem to be anything hidden here. But I will point it out with the investigation of that. You also notice that whatever's here hasn't been touched by rats or something. You'd expect that rodents or something would be getting into this.
It doesn't seem like anything's been in here, Declan.
Declan
least
turns
in a
around
long
from
time.
rearranging the shelf. What? Yes. Oh, yes.
And that's where I end the session. I'm going to head out now.
The worst part
Oh,
is,
so good that you don't wear pants.
the worst part is, Deckham, you hear it to Zimar. Zimar, you hear it from Deckham.
Your laugh sounds flawed.
So did yours, but I wasn't laughing.
Neither was I.
I don't like this room.
Neither do I. Nothing's organized. We should leave.
House was abandoned. Deckham first thought, man, I hate how they put the pineapples next to the apple juice.
So is there so the room's clean? It's all organized. It's not organized, but it's clean. Nothing's been in here. Comparative to the rest of the place.
It's dusty. Nothing's been in there. You kind of see your own footprints in there.
So, looks like natural causes can move throughout here, but living creatures haven't touched it.
And you're not detecting any sort of magic in here?
I'm guessing I'm constantly detecting different types of magic, right? It's having detect magic up is kind of a moot point, Google.
You don't sense anything in here. Roll me a perception. You both roll me a perception.
Perception.
Nope, looks good.
26.
You rolled a 26. Deckham,
Correct.
as you're looking across the room, you see what at first you thought was a rat, but it's just a weird black fuzzy ball that turns and looks at you with these two white eyes before scurrying across. It's about the size of, well, it could fit in Zimar's hand.
Okay. This is my worst nightmare.
That's
The
funny.
dirt is alive.
JavaScript? Oh, not JavaScript.
No, C++.
I'll take C++
The dirt.
over fucking JavaScript, man.
The dirt is alive?
Yes, there was a small black dust ball. And it had eyes.
Are you sure that's not just some stray cat?
No, unless it was a kitten. It's about this big.
Which is very large for Deckham's hand.
Beckham's head is
Right.
Oh, my.
probably smaller.
Miser, I hate that one because that gives me PTSD.
I just realized.
That's Omori.
Yeah. I was about to ask, what do you mean? And I like paused and like, oh.
Where did it go, Deckham?
It went behind those shelves. But
Yeah, you saw it go from, let me get the measure, and you watched it go basically across the room like that.
back behind that very last shelf. Looks like it came in the room from the entrance. Oh,
Alright, let's go
behind
look
the
for it.
entrance, actually. Yeah.
Let's go look for the living dust.
Hello, demon. Who's that?
Hello, demons.
Clean.
You didn't call the actual demons. You called the dust bunny a demon, though.
Yeah.
The irony.
Priorities.
Hello, you demons of filth. Get prepared to die.
You see a shelf, it's got fairly good sized crockery on it. One's got a lid a little half cocked on it.
Alright, I will, move the lid on that one.
I was gonna go with a more aggressive approach and kind of just take the shelf down.
As you look in the jar, it's very dark. And then there's a lot of eyes. And then a bunch of those are just pouring out of it. And running into every corner they can.
You all hear Devin scream out, I'm in hell!
I will mention this, if they've crawled over you, notice that there is dust on you now.
Oh my god, his worst fear, being dirty.
Oh, by whatever god you all believe in, I will tear this place to the ground.
I give Deckham a little bit of I blow the dust off of him a little bit, just like.
You just need an air canister. I don't know why. This just feels like Howl's Haunted Castle at this point. I'm waiting for a fucking fire demon.
Hold on. $15. Ellie kind of looks in that direction. Do you think they'll be alright?
What's screaming about demons, Elliot?
Everywhere!
Well, one,
I say also, it's not that bad, Beckham. Come on, it's not that bad.
okay, no, comparably to what's in Mars, yeah, like, I think we're fine.
Look at my linens!
Okay, yeah, definitely not that bad. They soiled my sheets!
Okay, let's get out of this room, Deckham. I don't like this.
You don't.
Also, Ellie,
Oh,
if you're
right,
gonna,
your sister.
if you're gonna open a door, please get off the wall as Kyle just opens the door.
Yeah, I'm thinking
As I walk back
we're
to
just
this
waiting for
room,
Deckham and
Did
Zamar.
somebody accidentally open that door, or
Which one?
that one?
I didn't touch it, so.
Maybe I did.
Yeah, Moogle might have.
It's open now.
It's open suddenly.
It's opening menacingly.
Oh, wrong button.
Listen, buddy.
Demons can
Only
open
one
doors.
way to find out. I doubt it was the demon dust bunnies.
Okay. So, Kyle, Elliot, you see a pretty standard room covered in mats. There seems to be a shrine and some bonsais down here in the corner.
Let me just switch back over there.
They're also
Is this shrine to anyone noticeable, or is it just like the same shrines we've been like seeing the whole way through?
It's just mostly incense. You know, there must be something to it, but you're not entirely sure.
I didn't know if there was like a figurehead or something in it.
There is a note folded on it, though.
I'll take it and look at it.
It says, "Look behind you."
I see Elliot. Ew, he's ugly.
What do the letters say?
Oh. Awesome.
Oh!
Well, I can't react.
That
'cause
looks-
we don't see it.
That looks
I think
familiar.
only Kyle would see it, because technically Elliot would have been walking towards her when she turned around.
Yeah, no, Ellie's also just focused on this stuff over here, so.
Does she... hello?
Just kind of tilts its head a little bit.
I'm guessing we have a guest, as Ellie makes a slow turn around. And I'm
As
gonna,
it's, the jaw opens,
just before
and you
that,
hear...
I'm gonna do a divine sense to make sure this is an undead that I'm trying to look at.
Doesn't ping anything.
Curious.
But you definitely hear the voice now. Once living, now I'm empty. Though it's not so bad, it seems. For I can hold 1,000 worlds, and even all your dreams. And then the head tilts the other side.
Oh, I hate puzzles.
It's interesting
Type that out.
it's not an undead. Can you repeat that for me? Since I'm busy typing notes and all that.
Once living, now I'm empty. Though it's not so bad, it seems. For I can hold 1,000 worlds, and even all your dreams.
Why I never did puzzles. I didn't touch half the shit with the vampire shit.
I don't suppose you're referring to the stars.
Oh. Oh no. Did she say anything, Moogle?
What did you say?
I said the stars.
The head tilts and the fan closes. Nope. Try again.
The ocean? Gonna die here.
Wrong again. And I need you both. Let me see.
Oh,
Yep,
no.
I need a wisdom save.
Well, you got +3
I'm
from
gonna
Elliot, so.
I'll probably get a D2 then. Never mind. Actually, technically, I
14.
will need another one. Because that's because of the other thing. That's 11 for the other thing, Moogle. So I don't know
Alright,
what's gonna
so I'm going to ping this as to what just happened, because Elliot might recognize it. Though I guess
Oh.
technically he's immune to it.
happen. What the fuck?
I did say I had a deathless nature, so.
That being said, though, Kyle, you did succeed.
But
Are you viewing this?
Yeah, because especially if it seems definitely hostile towards me, and just for answering a puzzle, Kyle will definitely feel slighted, hence why I rolled the other wisdom.
Roll your dice.
Which ones?
The gamblers.
That's what I was worried about.
Perhaps the heart is to answer your question.
8. I could pull that up. Give me a minute, because I have... Steel Wind Strike. Awesome.
You know where your target is.
Yeah, give me a minute. I have it right here. So after Elliot, you just kind of watch after Kyle's. Thankfully, I only have to pick one. I don't have to constantly do it. And since this is the one that slighted me, so Elliot, after you say that, you watch almost in a blink of an eye. Kyle just goes up and just tries to basically stab the vision of the ghost. I'm tired of this shit already.
It turns to a bit of smoke, and you see a leaf gently floating down to the ground.
Oh, you've got to be shitting me.
Kaya, I understand that it looks horrific, but it didn't quite attack any of us. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just want to get the fuck out of here.
What was that thing left behind?
Moogle, we saw the Tanuki leaves and they had told us about it, correct? So I don't metagame this.
I don't think they did tell you about that.
Okay, then I'm not gonna metagame. I just wanted to make sure. Just a leaf. I don't know if it holds any significance.
Elliot will pick up the leaf, just in case.
You do both realize the door was shut behind you.
Well, I
But
guess
it is
violence is one way to get out of that shit. Kyle,
I suppose. But I am worried. Since...
Now what? Just dropped some dice and nothing really seemed to happen. Or wait, would I have known I dropped them, Moogle, or was it more unconsciously? That's actually a question.
Your mind said to.
Okay.
So you consciously raged it. Now,
Got it.
whether that was on your own accord or not, but that is what you had to do.
Yeah, I got you.
It was an itch, I guess you could say.
Elliot's just gonna add, I am more worried about the fact that Star and Aki are still being held captive. I know this thing is not doing anything hostile for the moment, but I'd rather not give it reason to harm its hostages.
Yeah, we'll find them. Don't worry about it. Kyle's kind of brushing that idea aside.
And as you turn, that door in front of you snaps shut.
God
And we'll
damn
switch to
it.
the other group.
Alright, I'll just have Elliot plant right here because he's going to try and open up that door.
No, we should probably go investigate the open door, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead, buddy.
You're the melee fighter!
You're a giant metal man.
Well, rude. Walk in.
It's a simple room. You see some tools, shelves, a bit of spilled rice in the corner.
Who keeps spilling all this rice? Those little dust bastards.
Who has the highest passive?
I think him by
Between
one.
me and Deckham.
Mine's a 17.
Mine's also 17.
Oh, we tied.
Actually, mine's... I believe mine should be 18. No, I'd automatically change, so yeah, it's 17.
You, one moment, I need to check something. Are you keeping Detect Magic up?
Until it goes away.
You sense just a hint of transmutation. As you both realize the walls are becoming considerably redder and fluidy.
Oh, she warned us about this. Don't worry, it is magical blood. Actually, I don't know if it's a better thing or not.
It's starting to pool.
Am I noticing it, or...
Oh yeah, you both saw it at the same time. The walls like just started turning red.
Is it just in this room? So, like, if I poke my head out...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it starting to fill the floor? You're pretty sure it's about to start spilling down into the hallway.
Huh.
Did we leave?
I think so.
That was disgusting.
When we leave the room, do we look back inside? Does it look like it's still...
Yeah, it's still
doing
flowing. And as Deckham passes the threshold, the door snaps shut.
Oh, good. Thank you, I was going to do that anyway.
There's a little bit of blood starting to pill out from under the...
We should
I
move
don't think I like this Deckham.
Oh, what was your first clue? Your sister being kidnapped or the dust demons?
Dust demons were not that bad, Deckham.
You and I have different priorities. Did you close the hallway door behind you?
No.
Of course.
You also realize there's something written on it.
Oh, good.
Just during the blade. The word leave. And now, it's hard to read it now. But you got it at first, you know. Now it's just runny.
Imagine it's leave written in dust.
I apologize, sir, ghost of the workshop. Can't do that.
I'll take the
friend
lead
of
on this
ours.
one again. I'm just gonna open the door.
The door is bloody and doesn't seem to be budging. Deckham, you
What
sense
if
that
I
actually.
use suggested budging?
It's locked magically.
Well, my fists are magical.
Why does suggestive shoving sound horrible?
I do not have the knock spell.
I mean, as you guys did move, you could see Elliot and Kyle through because the other door was open.
I guess I'll just head back.
Yes, for now.
No progress.
I feel like we're just going around in circles. At
Extremely
this point.
slow, though we do found a peculiar item after an
Did that
encounter.
door just open as the others approached?
Yep.
God
It was
damn
very quiet. It was just like, shh, and opened
Elliot
again.
holds up a leaf. We encountered a thing that was not quite an undead despite his vistage, and after Kyle confronted it hostily when apparently when we failed to answer its riddle, it left a leaf behind.
Oh, you got a riddle? I got hell.
Why do you look like
Yeah,
someone
we
just
got
blew
a
dust
lot
in
of
your
spooks
face?
going on.
Kyle just looked at Decker. Why does it look
Not-
like someone
Not a word.
Alright.
Yes,
fine.
that kind of gives me some bad memories of the island of Cicero already.
Also, you do
come on!
Also, you do notice.
Just
Kyle
locked
has-
behind us.
Yeah, it did.
Another.
Yeah, it did. Also, you do notice Kyle technically has the Kodo on her back. So, like the 3-string guitar. Is it in good condition? Kind of shitty? I actually forgot to ask.
Weirdly, it's in good condition.
Okay. This is mine now. I have adopted this instrument.
Elliot just looks very unimpressed with the door sliding and everything. Right. Next little challenge or riddle.
Walking.
He's looking around
Ow.
first of the room. Like, what do I see in this room first?
You see some incense and stuff on a table over here, some jars. You see a little shelf with some bonsai and another candle. You see a pretty dusty set of armor, some swords that look really dusty, a giant pot. There's something written on a piece of paper on the ground.
Elliot will check the note and the swords. And he will just add, just make sure there might be some clues around. Considering there's no violent assault upon us, I think there may be some sort of hidden clue.
Is that armor, Logan?
Yes,
I'm gonna poke the armor.
it's armor.
Cool. Didn't
The
do
note-
anything.
The note, Elliot, as you pick it up and read it, or it just says in red ink, "Too late to leave now." Roll me an investigation about the swords, though.
Sure. Considering that I listened that the grandfather was a smith, so let's see. $17.
You pick up the top one. It's surprisingly light. For what you expect it to be.
Kyle, Zemar, I suspect, or even Deckham, I suppose you may know more about these eastern blades. Are they supposed to be this light?
Never dealt with them myself, so couldn't ask me. I didn't never. barely
I don't
deal
use
with
swords, so.
Looks at Deckham.
Look, I'm a gentleman.
Oh, I would have hoped that either you would have had more knowledge. Why are lights moving? Oh, there we go.
You guys are together, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. Elliot just adds, right, well, considering I don't know about this sort of culture's weaponry, and since I only use a form of my own, these are far too light to be usable, I think.
Are you gonna
How
unsheath
about
it?
you-
Yep,
I was about to suggest that. Why don't you just unsheath it? Why not actually have a blade?
that's exactly what he's doing.
Are you doing it with strength, or are you trying to be gentle?
He's gonna be gentle with it, because he was told about
Wow,
the... I'm sorry,
Yeah,
what?
to you, you're like, wow, this blade is really stuck in this sheath.
Oh no.
Alright, I guess I will use athletics then.
Oh my god.
You all hear the crack as the wood and lacquer shatters around the base, or where the guard would meet to it. as Elliot is now holding a very fine replica handle.
You know,
And you realize that the scabbard is solid wood.
you would think after being told that the Tanuki had replica swords that you wouldn't have grabbed it. And like,
I actually
is
don't.
it actually? Here's a real question: does that look like the same replica sword they gave Deckham, like sheath-wise?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'll put it this way. Until he did that, you had no idea it was a replica.
Okay.
He probably suspected it because of how light it was,
Yeah.
but that's like, you couldn't tell the difference. But no, Deckham's was real.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I
considering
suppose you're supposed to hit anyone with it, because it's fragile.
Well, we got a wooden handle now we can hit people with.
Ellie looks a little disgruntled by it and just tosses the wooden handle then very gently toward Kyle. Sure, you can hit them with that instead of the crazy knife you use.
You never know when you need something stupid, and she'll just put it again in the bag. So I guess I'll add wooden handle to my... My bag is filling with everyone's random ass shit that I'm getting.
Deckham,
I
you
want to
looking
look
at
in the
what?
bucket.
Deckham, you look into its dark depths. Fear riles up inside of you of what just happened, and then nothing happens.
And then you hear a loud fart noise.
Everyone, I found a bucket.
Congratulations.
This is a bucket.
I see.
Horrible.
Say, dear God.
I feel like there was going to be something more added to it.
What was that?
I have no idea.
Jesus Christ.
That wasn't me.
I have no clue. Whatever. Maybe someone watched together or something fucked up. I have no clue.
I have no
Okay.
idea. That was interesting.
Shut up, Mariner.
Apparently the... what?
Shut up, Mariner.
What?
I blame you for that.
Why?
Because I don't have a soundboard.
I have a
Ellie.
soundboard, but not for that shit.
Yes.
This room is pretty run down. But the thing that really stands out is weird, dark red stains over here that seem to be coming out of those tiny lidded buckets.
Yeah, God.
Deckham, have you mentioned anything we saw in the other rooms to these guys?
Besides the dust demons, no.
I didn't sense
There was a
any.
whole room that was filling up with blood.
Ellie.
It was getting more and more red.
Oh no, Ellie already walked it.
And then the walls started to ooze blood.
Ellie will
The
take a quick
walls will
sniff.
ooze green slime. Wait, that always happens. Sorry.
These, lidded wooden containers are weirdly just large enough to put on a head if you thought about it.
What about the stains here? Is that fresh?
No. You can roll me a perception if you want.
Do I have advantage due to my nature?
Yes.
Oh, shitty floor. As far as I'm going.
18.
Pretty sure that's not blood.
Well, whatever this red stuff is, it's certainly not blood. And Ellie's going to lift these lids open.
You see a mat of red dyed hair, black hair, and what looks like pale skin.
Ellie's going to pluck it out of the jar.
Well, you have a clump of hair and what looks like a very bald, very pale head inside the bucket.
Please tell me the moment he sees the head and the hair, he's fucking booting that shit.
Not yet. But Ellie's going to check the head. Was the head severed?
You reaching in and pulling it out?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Roll me athletics or strength.
Was not at advantage, but I got
Wow,
to.
the 20 as you reach in with your might. Heads don't usually squish in like wax. Or feel like wax.
Puppetry work at best. As he flexes his hands again. Someone of the Bard persuasion is certainly having a lot of fun with their performances.
Oh god. At the very
Well,
least.
I don't know if ghosts do magic, but every time something spooky happened, besides the little demons, I noticed a slight magical surge.
As you say that, Zimar, since you're closest, you hear what sounds like muffled. Oh, what would it be? Something between yelling and, you know, the noises someone bound and gagged would make, coming from behind that other wall.
Did you guys hear that?
No?
I heard nothing, sadly.
Tekken probably heard it a bit.
Yes.
There's some sort of muffled screaming over behind the wall behind us.
Do we want to
All
punch
right.
through?
Come along. There's a door right here.
Do I need to know more locked doors? Oh, there's a door. Never mind.
No. That's
What are
the
these,
back.
by the way?
It just seems like stuff. I mean, bundles of... This is like bundles of cloth. The other buckets are... Half of them are empty. Some of them seem to be beans.
What kind of beans?
Oh,
Black bean.
no.
Lima.
Can't believe they found Kyle's weakness.
Soybeans is one of them.
Ellie will take a couple of those beans and, you know what? I'm gonna have a taste of them, see if they're old.
Ew. Well, I guess you wouldn't get sick, but still ill.
They're dried, but you've probably eaten worse.
Yes. I survived dwarf cooking.
I see Moogle put in Kyle's only weakness, beans.
But do I need to roll anything to see if I can get an idea if these were staled out or...
Nature.
Alright.
Considering you're not proficient in cooking.
No, definitely not.
The person who is doesn't have a tongue.
But I feel like Decca may have given me the finer points of it.
These were probably last season's.
He's going to scoop a handful of them. He's going to give them. He's going to present them to Deckham and inform his thoughts on it. Deckham, I think there might be something here that might be interest for you.
Yes, what is it?
These beans, black ones, they don't seem to be too out of season. And if I'm not mistaken, the young lady said that no one has been here for 10 to 15 years. And he'll pass the beans to Deckham. I know you're much more better at cooking and processing this sort of information than I am, but I think your culinary expertise might be able to pick out the rice. So, I mean, the beans are not as old as they should be.
Alright, well, it looks like... Do I need to roll anything?
Or
Just to pretty much agree with him that the beans are like last season's.
roll me cooks.
Oh, right.
This is the roll. This is all for you. This is all. You better get it.
Oh,
There's usable. You've seen drier beans, and you've seen moister beans.
I wouldn't use any of these in 5-star cooking, but they're definitely not 10 to 15 years old.
I suspected as much. And I've only recently begun to acquire a sense of taste. Right.
This place requires magicals. The senses could be off, but let's start doing. Yes, I would like to deal with that.
Right. Opens the door.
You see some red stain and a candle, and not much else. Now you see a red bag.
Oh shit, it's Santa.
Elliot will proceed to walk over to the bag. Opens it.
Alright, Deck, you go in, I'll watch.
No, I'll be out here.
Alright.
Also,
It's,
before that, Elliot already has his sword sheathed, so he's trying to look as unthreatening as possible.
You find a rock that has been wrapped in rags to make up the bulk of this.
I'm going to take
I
another
hate it
sniff.
here.
I'm going to take a quick sniff of the red stains here. Is this the same in the other room?
Yes.
Zimar, Deckham, did you saw anything on your end besides, I think I heard mention of a blood room?
We saw a door that said leave on it and was magically barred. We could open it. That was just before we interacted with you. We saw lots and lots of spiders. And I'm pretty sure I have some internal trauma about that. What else? We really didn't see very much besides that and then the dust bunnies.
Elliot's just gonna ask Deckham. Deckham, you are more attuned to the abilities of magic and arcana.
Correct.
Do you, by any chance, know those particular spells that would dispel magic or create a dead zone? Or
Let's see. I don't believe I do. Nope, not at all.
Alright. I was going to suggest that perhaps we go back to that particular door that said leave and he just cast dispel magic.
Nothing of the sort, unfortunately. If I notice the spell being cast, I can do it, but not a spell that's already in effect.
That's fine. At least we have a better understanding of that now. I only have limited abilities of magic, and I do not believe that particular spell is in my repertoire at the moment. But I should look it up and see if I can pick up some old teachings from Greybeard.
And in case you didn't see it, Deckham, as they were kind of looking at it, you did hear the door to the north slowly grinding open.
Oh, I see. Yes, no, I see. I'm just waiting. Oh, more context. You all, we are having a more door scenarios.
Zoom.
Huzzah.
North or this door? See,
No, the one directly to the north that was closed moments ago.
One with the skull and the axe sitting next to it.
Yes, that one. Thanks God.
Alright, Ellie's gonna take a quick peek into this room just to make sure there's nobody trying to pincer them.
Nope, just some,
I didn't think you believed in God, Deckham.
Doesn't he talk to you as well?
No.
I thought it was just the voices in my head.
I think they understand sometimes.
Elliot
Is there
will.
anything? Can I just peek into this room? Is there anything in this room?
No, just some more. Looks like bundles of stuff.
No blood red walls at all?
Nope.
No one party rocking.
There's another lit candle here. Looks to be some ashes on the floor. Skull next to an axe. There's some red stuff on the blade.
Get out of me, dog.
I'm gonna go through and watch what happens, I guess.
Elliot's gonna check this door here. Oh, I didn't realize it was going to be able to open.
I was gonna say, if it did, it would have been locked, so. Is there anything out here outside of the fun skull painting of blood on the floor? Or...
Not really. There's a candle. On a barrel.
Deckham, do you know if these candles are giving off any magical indication? If you can
Let me check.
focus.
You find yourself in a nice garden. Looks a little shabby. Elliot.
There's a
Beckham, you don't sense any magic off the candles.
No, this is normal.
Damn, thought it would have been one of those trick candles that you keep trying to set off, or keep trying to unlight, and then it keeps lighting itself. Actually, you know what? Kyle's gonna lick the parts of her fingers and just touch the wick of the candle.
It goes out.
Well, that's all that. I was expecting it to flare up or something after I did it. Hang out with too many fucking people.
I look down the well.
Well.
That's transmutation. Yeah, for a second, as the candle lights back up.
God damn it! Those trick candles.
It's magical.
The well looks fine.
You know what?
Roll me a perception.
Okay, because I'm about to say Elliot was about to go down the well.
I hate that I licked my fingers like I was about to fucking put out a candle again.
No, it looks like a well. It's dark down there.
Alright, Elliot's gonna go down
I'm
that
starting
well.
to think somebody's messing with us, Beckham.
Fuck you.
It's tight, Elliot. I'm not gonna lie. With your armor and such, it's a tight well.
That's fine. Gotta test all the boundaries.
Are you going down head first, or
Feet first. If there's some unfortunate fool down there, they're gonna get hit by a full armor.
Guys, Elliot just jumped in the well.
Good. Is Kyle gonna lick your fingers?
This door in front of me, can this door in front of me open?
Deckham, go back to where you were, please.
Yes, sir.
Make me a strength save.
For who?
Oh,
Oh, dear.
About to get attacked by God, Elliot.
19!
Holy shit.
There is a very heavy gust of wind that comes up, and it tries to push you into that room, but it doesn't. Elliot,
wait into which room?
you get about halfway down, or what you assume to be halfway down. Yeah. And you start feeling something playing with your hair, your neck.
I'm gonna use Divine Sense to see if I can pick it up more clearly. My third of my 4 Divine Senses. I don't want to ping the whole thing again.
You don't sense anything, which is about the moment that you feel like somebody's giving you a very unsettling wet willy, and something's reaching to hook something in your mouth.
Yeah.
Something wet and clammy.
Elliot, for first time, actually shows his vampiric nature, and then he just says in a very intimidating manner, "I suggest if you do not want to provoke me any further, you will stop your little foolhardery." And I'm going to use Channel Divinity of Fear.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Hang it
Oh,
for me.
yes, hold on.
I see.
Oh, the conquering presence.
Yeah, the DC actually went up to 15. I just gotta update that because from my spell thing.
Okay, so I will state this. You don't see anything yet. As you turn your head, you can't find anything. And then the part where you start feeling hands on you under your armor.
I want to add, like, if I could give that for my intimidation, just give it a, whatever is touching me, a bit of a scare.
I'm gonna say it goes off,
Yes.
and nothing. If anything, it gets a little bit more aggressive. You start feeling that feeling that there's now weight as it's kind of trying to pull you down.
Well, since no one's watching, Ella's gonna take a vampiric bite at this thing.
Okay.
I will roll it.
As you're pretty sure you're about to bite down on something, you feel, something between your lips, and then it's just gone. All of it.
Spits to the side. Again with the foolhardy jokes. Takes a moment to relax. Calms himself down so he can remove the vampiric fangs, or at least have them go right back into his mouth. And he'll make his way back up the well.
Okay, Deckham, did you do anything after you felt that push of wind?
Which it was trying to push me towards the other two, right?
Push you towards the Mar.
All right.
I was gonna wet her fingers again and try to put out the candle.
Something wants me in that room.
Waiting for this candle to burn me at this point.
You do that, and like the moment you think you're done, it just lights up again.
God damn it!
Have you tried putting it upside down?
He does that, licks her fingers, and then puts it upside down.
Why did you lick your finger? You know what?
Well, no, I lick my fingers so I don't. When I touch the wick, I don't burn get like scorch marks on my fingers.
I mean, take the whole candle and flip it upside down.
No, it's on fire.
I need
Hello,
three.
both of you. Oh, dear.
I need the three of you to make me a wisdom save, please.
Oh no.
As Kyle and I are just bickering back and forth.
Declan, you are a soldier. Zamar, Kyle, it almost got you, but the sudden forceful loudness of the door slamming was kind of shocking. And then something aspirates out of the mist.
It's a ghost.
It's a spooky ghost. Huh? Why does that look like me but uglier?
Wait, I'm gonna grab you and just drop you. See what they're looking at.
Perfect. I'm not there.
Nope, you're not there. I'm gonna move you back.
I know.
Yeah, that just looks like me but uglier.
Uh-huh. In blue.
Well, technically Kyle had one horns.
I mean,
My
riddles, and I'll let you live.
You just hear, like, Kyle's heart just sink again.
Who wants to go first?
Alright, Decker, we got this. Last time I answered a riddle, I stabbed someone, so probably shouldn't be me.
That seems like most of your answers.
Oh, yes. I'm gonna say this in my normal voice so that it's legible.
You can always type it out, too.
I'm difficult for you to hear. Say my name and I disappear.
Oh, silence.
It smiles at you. Then it looks at the other two.
What do you want, witch?
Who's this going through riddle lists? I hate riddles. This is my worst.
Yeah, I'm a dad. I'm great. I'm great at these.
I hate these so much.
9 seconds. Oh, silence.
My skin has been stretched, my body beaten, time and time again to keep the time.
Fuck me, I ain't got nothing. Can I just stab her?
No, don't give it a moment. My skin has been stretched, body beat, all to keep the time.
Ignore the J. I missed it.
Do either of you have a guess? I think I have one.
I think one of us has to make it, and not you.
You are in the mental link.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna let you know above table, I do not have a fucking clue.
I believe it's a drum.
Alright, Smart, you can have this one. I'll take the last one.
Yeah, I think that's probably correct.
You gonna say it?
I'll let Samar say it.
Yes, I'm going to say a drum.
Smiles at you, and then just the neck or the head snaps to Kyle.
I'm gonna die in here.
Good luck, buddy.
We'll go find my weakness, riddles.
I start the day and end the end, and do the same for your dear friend.
Just so you know, as a player, I'm suffering.
Start the day and end the end. And I do the same for your friend.
Is it... This is different, like, would it be something like... Fuck.
Not even.
Part of me wants to cheat and use Google, but I'm not gonna be that person and actually use my brain.
I think it's the letter T.
Start. Like, I get, like, today and tomorrow, like, that makes sense, but I don't know where it's for your dear friend part.
Oh, I'm serious. I think it's the letter D.
Yeah, that's what
Wait, the letter... Oh, yeah, I thought you said T. I was like, wait, what?
Sure, the letter T.
What? D.
Wait,
D, as in.
Oh, I
as in
thought you
David,
said
as in
T.
domination.
I legit thought you
Alright,
said
I
T.
guess the accent, but yeah, no, the letter D. I start the day, end the end, and do the same with your dear friend.
Nope. God, this is why I'm never doing.
You knew it
the
was
letter-
like some one of those.
The letter D. Looks at the ghost. You sure next time I can't just stab it?
Fucking good at this.
I really think stabbing it was a better option.
Alright, Elliot.
So
Well,
if we run into a ghost that needs dad jokes, it is done.
once I get out of the EU well, I'll start heading to the direction of my comrades.
So about the time that you guys get done with that, Elliot, you arrive.
Oh. What are y'all doing here now?
Oh, there's a riddle ghost.
And
Oh.
they didn't let me stab it.
Well, I wouldn't have allowed you to stab it either, considering they didn't really attack us.
It looked at us menacingly last time.
I felt nothing from it.
I thought she was kind of cute. In devil sort of way.
The door
Nice.
opened
The
a
neck
lot.
cracking was a no for me.
Oh,
It very slowly cracks open.
oh, thank fuck.
Right,
Yes, Kyle
just
grabs
be-
the hammer.
Just
How-
be
that
careful
was
with the garden outside.
Garden?
Ellie just
As you
points
guys
that
pass
direction.
by, you do see a little bit of what seems to be a red light coming from under this door. And Kyle, as you pick up the hammer, you hear. And Zamar, you're pretty sure that's what your sister would sound like if she was bound and gagged.
Oh shit, they got a recording of Zamar's sister. Well, I have the hammer, so I think...
Where is that noise coming from?
Behind that door.
Yep, I have no hesitation going and opening the door.
Elliot opens
You
the
see
door.
her
That's
Going in.
Tied up, her mouth is gagged, laying on the floor in what looks like a bloody pentagram.
Oh, that's not good.
okay.
I'm going to go in
Just be,
and
I'm gonna burn my last divine sense.
I was gonna say wait for detect magic or divine sense to go off.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's Deckham and Kyle doing?
I just grabbed the hammer, so...
Yeah, they moved right after
follow.
Okay, then,
Yeah.
just... I'm gonna stay out here just in case some bullshit happens.
Yeah, let me just check that door as well.
True. Sure, I'll try to push open this door.
Might be able to
It's
find Mari.
Oh, it's locked?
So, yeah.
Okay.
So that's what you guys are doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's locked currently. I don't know if it's magically inclined.
Oh! Went right into that.
Yeah, literally, like, coming up out of the floor, you see this, and that as you're walking forward.
A reaction, throw a rock at it.
Oh my god!
If you really want to, yes, you can throw a rock at it.
I'd like to point out...
I'm on edge right now, so I'm immediately
Oh,
throwing
man.
a rock at
I
it.
was,
I like to point out, this is the correct way, Moogle, to use Party City Ninjas as a token.
I was moving the token, and that thing just behind the ground.
This is the correct way to use, like, something off.
Threw a rock.
But I was gonna say, I got this weird feeling that this thing came from the ground as it was coming up. Ellie just steps on it by accident to check on Star.
So, okay. You hear, you throw the rock, and it hits, and you just hear, as it falls over, and, Elliot, under that sheet.
Oh, no, I knew it!
As the
Oh,
door over here opens.
I made my decisions.
I knew the moment I saw the leak, I'm like, we're getting fucking trolled this whole time.
I just want to ask one question. Is this the actual Star?
Yeah, she just is like, she's bound and gagged and looks a little bit perturbed.
All right,
As suddenly you hear
shit,
like little doors opening in the ceiling and on the floor, and
Elliot's gonna
man,
ask Star
you.
what he's gonna ask her one question. Shake your head yes or no if you are a part of this little foolhardiness of theirs.
Start shaking her head no.
Okay, I do apologize what I'm about to do next. And he's going to very quickly scoop up Star and toss her toward her brother Zamar. Yeet!
Oh, Ellie's about to fucking kill someone.
Mari steps forward. No, we didn't hurt her. Come on. Aki kind of drops down from the ceiling, out of upside down. Man, I told you, would screw it up.
Aw, buddy.
Oh, buddy, I'm
Doing his what is that a bed sheet?
Yes, it's a thing.
Alright,
Walks in the room.
I'm going to use 10 points of lay on hands on Enute.
Yes,
Just
and I'm
inside
gonna give him a big hug.
This is
Like I
what they-
said.
Oh no, I stuck a peek.
Yeah, so did I. I'm not gonna lie. That is, like I said before, that's the best way to technically use Party City Ninjas as a token. It still makes sense
Yeah.
without it feeling off. But
I
I
want to
hate
point
it.
out, you notice somebody that you saw before who's just sitting there laughing.
He's
But-
tiny.
Yep.
Shit, so this
Is
is
he
just,
so small?
So do you do this with like every adventuring group? You kind of invite them, say, "Oh, we are in great need of something," and then mess with them.
Not everyone. No, you guys just seemed like you were cool, and yeah, we're sorry. It's
Please tell me one of you has prestidigitation. I'm so
you watch
dirty.
them all raise their hands, except for Eno, who's just rubbing his head.
Oh.
I'm sorry, buddy. Do you have another one of those desserts that I could give him for throwing rock at him? I wouldn't have been upset if I hit anybody else but him.
Yeah, so you do see Elliot just places a hand, uses lay on hands, gives him 10 points, so.
He's still rubbing it because it hurts,
I know, but he's trying to soothe it. He's like, there. And he'll look over at Talk, he's like, no harm, no foul.
Yeah, Grandpa walks in. There, boy. You can do fine. I apologize for our family, but
Those rocks have killed many people.
this is
Sorry.
kind of what we do. It's nothing personal.
I figured,
The hammer, then.
You should really work on your timelines then. The 10 to 15 years and having relatively no actual unfortunate issues, and none of the rice had any mold on it. It was a little off there. But the riddles were very good. Who did those?
Indeed.
Aki raises her hand about the riddles, and Kana's like, I tried with the food, but we must use this for storage. We're not doing this.
Yes, well, just say the issues began to crop up, say, last season, and timelines would have fit a lot better.
And Elliot will add to the use of the fake blood while convincing visually and kind of taps with his nose. One such as myself is already used to it.
Nobu
I would
kind of
figure
waddles
that,
in. I told you he was something different.
Yes.
I would figure that Elliot is like still mad about the well thing.
Not as much
Who
now.
was molesting me in the well?
It was probably him and he almost got bit by Elliot.
Oh, God. Vampire
Actually, it was
dude.
Kana.
Oh. Oh!
And it
Vampire.
was entirely an greater illusion, just to mess with you.
Right.
They'll kind of bow. We're sorry, but Thank you. It was entertaining.
Yes, I also had a bit of entertainment, and
Do you want your hammer back then? As Kyle just holds it out.
Oh, yeah, I need that.
Can I at least keep the
Why
coat
do you
on?
have my dono? Nobody's
I guess
kind of reaching for it.
She'll just give it back.
Oh, baby.
Reunited once again. Start licking it or something.
Nobody's hugging it.
Okay.
I do think we are all just a bit jaded since we came to the area. This is the first time we've been to a place that was just pretending to try to kill us, and not, actually actively trying to kill us.
yes, considering there was the swamp, the clowns, the massive battlefield, the...
I do hope none of those spiders were actually any of your pets.
No, they were illusions.
How does your illusion get past detect magic? Isn't that like the opposite of how that's supposed to work?
Also, what about those dust things that Deckham had? Were those illusions or actual pets? Because you might want them.
Kind of reaches, like, lifts her hand and you see one of them on it. Nah, these are studs. We use them for spreading dust. They're a natural spirit around here.
Why?
I love them just because
That
they annoy
is-
Deckham.
That is most curious.
I'm
but-
assuming we have a unbound star at this
Yes.
point.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Just, like, sitting there like, I don't know what's going on.
Want me to throw another rock at them? I'm full of rocks.
No? I mean,
Calm down, Zamar. They didn't mean any real harm. Just say tomfoolery. Though, I suppose that also shows how on edge we've all been.
Mari kind of steps
I've
up.
grabbed. I was gonna say I've grabbed the father and put him between me and the dust spray.
Yeah.
They're not that bad, Deckham.
The Mari steps up. So, now that we're pretty sure you're not horribly evil, like a lot of people,
Debatable.
and we really didn't question helping you out, because, Aki can sense evil pretty well. What are you guys doing? I mean, I know she's from Mountain Clan, and he's probably from the Mountain Clan. But why are you on our island?
Elliot will just go with helping these two, and let's just say our particular tale did brought us here, questionably so. I
Also,
suppose.
this... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I suppose if you have the time and ear to listen to a... There's a bit of a crooked smile on his face. Adventuring tale of lost souls in this place, and we'll regale it, of course. Looks at the others, if you're all fine with it.
I think we also...
Kind of rolls up and he's looking at you like, story? Story?
I will also say we may or may not be trying to stop a civil war between the Oni and Mountain Clan, depending on how things kind of fall. Even
That explains a lot.
But I guess Elliot can fill you in on all the particular details, considering.
I'm definitely gonna need you guys to fill in the gaps, because I wasn't exactly conscious for a lot of them. Or present.
Well, just don't let Deckham talk about Sister Mary. Fuck, I forget her name.
Yes.
Samantha.
The
There we go.
absolute saint of a
You're
woman.
talking about Sammy.
No, Sister Samantha was a bitch.
Sweet Sammy.
Elliot
Okay.
just slowly face palms. Deckham,
What?
you're right. You fell for the sweet looking face, I understand. I did too.
No, and her words.
If only you had seen her actions.
And her intentions, obviously.
No, there was no good intentions in that woman's eyes.
Well, according to Declan, there was.
And then Elliot with the mental link. Though concerning you were the one that landed the final blow.
You don't, Elliot, don't. It's no point in doing that because they could hear us anyway.
Yeah, no, but Elliot's doing that out of courtesy because he's looking at Declan.
Well, they'll still hear it anyway.
I know.
Doesn't matter.
I know.
I guess unless Eno doesn't have like the innate ability to hear it, and it's just like clear voices.
But
You can't tell if Eno can. Mari definitely can.
Yeah.
no, but
You said it was like an innate Tanuki thing, correct? Like when she had explained it.
Yeah.
Okay.
but
But if we're telling stories, and it sounds like Declan is slowly exploding from the inside, but we all know what popcorn sounds like.
Oh my god.
oh,
Are you gonna be okay, man?
he'll be
Sorry.
fine.
Okay.
He is just making food.
Makes food inside of himself?
Yes.
Kind of.
I'm sorry
It's
about
more of a
the
snack
microwave.
than actual meal.
Well, I wonder if
Yes, I
a
have seen you
snack.
cook, which is actually excellent.
Why don't we go back down to the house? No reason to stay up in this dusty old place. Krampus says as he walks past
Oh, and I
with
thought
his little cane.
you would like to have the atmosphere for a spooky adventure tale.
I don't think
No,
Jacob
I
also
don't have my
wants to.
chair up here. I want to sit on my good chair.
Also, I don't think Jacob wants to stay here any longer. As he's- Jacob, look, there's a dust speck behind you.
You know what? I know
Oh,
it's
I
not
know.
like...
I'm gonna fall asleep while you're yapping, boy.
Wait, did she just BRB?
No, I need to start.
You know what would have been really funny? To really sell the joke. I know it doesn't make any sense for D&D, but instead of being a pentagram, it could have been a Star of David. That would be so...
Oh yeah, just flip. Yeah, if the map had flipped the thing. You see a weird-looking pentagram.
You see
If
a
I
real
told you that
weird-
a Star of David is actually a very occult symbol,
I was gonna say, if anything, it still has the same level.
no, it's used to control demons in the Goetia.
Yeah.
Let me see.
If anything, Google, you should have like drawn over it a little bit. Really, I guess it would have sold a bit.
Wait, I got this video system.
You got- After Kyle said that, Declan Misty stepped out and just started sprinting down the hallway. It hits the door. It's locked!
There we go.
Sorry. Hockey snaps their fingers and it just pops open.
Right,
Yeah,
a clean gentleman freak like Deckham has fears of dust. I now realize.
Here's of a lot of things, actually. Kyle's just walking out.
Though, Kyle, are you okay
Where did
still?
Tekka go?
Yeah, I'm
He
fine.
fucking left.
I want to insight that because I'm suspicious of how when she acted with the illusion before.
Who are you
guess-
inciting?
Kyle,
Kyle,
what cheap.
Oh.
That's good.
because I'm a little wary of the fact that she might be holding a grudge about the illusionary thing.
I mean, she's not. She's fine. If anything, the dice was more just a force of habit because of that what she believed, but she's not really holding a grudge or anything.
Right.
So, yep, and as you guessed, the walk back down the stairs is considerably shorter, taking about 10 minutes versus the which you assume to be about 3 hours.
The manipulation of physical space is quite intriguing. How did you do the stair trick?
Oh, we used the mist yokai for that.
I just slowly look at Star like, the fuck?
Stars like, kind of like, oh yeah, they exist. And
Oh, are you talking about is it the large gentleman who carries around a lantern?
they all kind of look at you. The only one that carries a lantern is not a gentleman. Aki kind of goes, no, those over there. She points. You see these little tiny, like, short. The image of the rattlers that I showed, the ones from Totoro. Like, they're just sit there and they're hitting the rattle. Those.
I don't think the thing.
Oh, not like this one. And he takes out the lantern of the wise one.
Oh no.
That.
The wise one was like deer, like, correct, if I remember correctly.
It looked like a giant, like how a lot of people picture when they go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I figured, but it's been too long. Wow, someone knows what the fuck this is. Please tell me that's Grandpa.
I'm thinking it was the.
No, that's actually Aki. Again.
Damn.
Who's apologetically been hanging out next to Deck. And she's like, oh, that guy.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, what did he do?
Gave us a lamp, told us not to get lost in the mist, and then said go forth and adventure.
Before
I
that,
fed him.
yes.
Also that.
Well, the candle in the mist is definitely an odd one. I haven't seen him, but I've heard of others.
Are they deadly?
Well, some say that the ones that are deadly definitely don't come back, but otherwise, he just is. I know he's not from here. He's not a yokai.
Yeah, we met him on our way to...
It was the dying plane. It was right before we went to the swamp, I believe.
I thought the song was the dying plane.
Yes.
You can roll a history if you want.
Should be that long. It's 16.
You both remember that it was, you had just gotten through the swamps and were about to head to the city. Deckham had stayed up and seen that. Or no. It was before that, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah,
I think it was like right before we
swamp.
went into the
It was
swamp.
right before you got to the swamp because you were using it in the swamp. That's right.
Yes.
You guys had stayed the night before then, and that's, yeah. You gave it food, and it gave you a lantern.
Pretty much.
And I think a good number of us were asleep.
I think we had woken up to the thing, because it came to us early in the morning, if I remember correctly.
I think everybody else missed it except for Deckham.
I don't think anybody else actually saw it.
No.
But
Maybe
yeah,
Zamar.
That was on
No,
watch.
I remember seeing it.
Maybe you were up then.
I remember not wanting to talk to it specifically.
Yeah, because it looked like it was going to burn us.
I think it must have been Deckham and I's rotation, but I definitely remember like being awake during it.
Yeah, I know, at least for Elliot, he was asleep.
I think Kyle was as well.
I mean, me and Zamar might have been on watch, like doing the dual watch, or maybe it was on Zamar's watch, and I was. I mean, just because Deco technically doesn't actually fall asleep. Like Sentry's Rest just allows me to always be on watch.
Sentry mode OP.
Yeah.
But
So-
as far as we know, it's not from the islands or where the islands were native to. It's something to do with what keeps us here.
So it's part of the mist.
Yeah. Wait,
And
is
not
it?
like gestures to like the actions like the the mist yokai that they showed. Not like that mist, but like the mist.
Oh, the thing the sailors talk about there.
Yes, the boundary borders.
We don't really get to the coast much.
Not all that
If you
exciting.
haven't figured it out, not too many people really like us. Yeah, we have a Mari kind of speaks. Yeah, we have a tendency to. Well, yeah, you know, people don't typically like pranks that much. When I was young, I used to prank a whole village.
Well,
Is that why
Had my
the
back.
people?
No.
Is that why the people in the village were side-eyeing you then?
Yeah, that was me.
well, you weren't doing
The
it to be
grandparents
mean-spirited.
kissed themselves in fear and happiness.
Was it mostly just fear and annoyance?
I don't know.
Well, you weren't harming anybody except for their wounded pride, so...
Well, I mean, there was a cow.
What cow?
I heard cat.
Well, I mean, it ran and it got hurt a little bit. I mean, I healed it eventually,
Huh.
but I really didn't have anything to do with that. That cow could have stood its ground. Who knew it was gonna be that scared?
Oh my gosh.
Certain people and things have thresholds of their tolerance.
Back in my day, it took a hell of a lot more than grape juice to get people to be afraid of things.
How do you
Yes,
scare
the-
someone with grape juice?
What, you think the bleeding wall thing was their idea?
That
Yeah.
sounds like a waste of good juice, though.
If you really wanted to scare us, you would have locked the doors so we had to take it down.
I wasn't ruining my plans. Stuff takes time. All that rope and magic.
Yes, if we were stuck in there, I would definitely have started using just lightning bolts on the walls, blasting holes wherever I could.
We don't need another in.
Somebody could have actually gotten hurt.
Yes. And as I said before, I don't believe they were doing this to be mean-spirited or hostile. Though granted, being groped was not an experience I would ever want to go through again.
Isn't that what Snowy tried to do to you before?
Yes, and then you saw exactly what happened to my hand. Nor for me to
I
get
don't
my
remember.
mind together.
Well, I mean, kind of scratching the side of her head. Most people get. I mean, I wasn't actually expecting you to crawl down the well, so I was gonna have the hands come up to you, but there wasn't much room, and sorry.
No harm, no foul. Are you alright, though, considering I did get a little excessive?
Oh, I mean, it was a greater illusion. You're fine. Wasn't even near it.
That's good to hear.
Well, as long as no one got hurt and I didn't actually stab someone when I tried to solve a riddle.
That's
I'm the only one who did any harm, apparently.
That was really kind of scary, to be honest. Mari says.
You do not want Zimar throwing rocks in actual anger.
I meant what your Oni friend did. Which is really
Point Zimar, Elliot. Oh, yes, okay.
Which is why I'm actually a little bit confused. Why is there an Oni traveling with Mountain Clan?
Not technically an Oni. I'm an amalgamation comprised of Oni blood. It's a long story.
I suppose if you want to go with a blunter term of it, she is a hybrid of sorts.
They're all just kind of staring at you, linking.
Basically, to put it in simple terms, some vampires wanted to make, let's say, experimental weapons, and then started mixing with Oni blood because of their transformative and crazy powers, and most people that went through didn't survive, and apparently I'm an amalgamation of multiple pieces that were just shoved into a body, so that's fun.
Here's a question though, Kyle. Do they even know what a vampire is?
Look at them.
Because they have been using the term yokai, which I am unfamiliar with.
Oh, yeah, we know it. I mean, that's like the broader term. Jiangshis, bloodsuckers,
Bang
toe
folk.
suckers.
No, not toe suckers. We don't talk about those ones.
The flying head leeches. I mean,
Yes,
we've kind of
those
been
are
at
those, yes.
war with them because, they're totally evil.
Yeah.
The flying head creatures with their leader having a hairy snake-like appendages.
We may have pissed one off.
Well, we did sort of destroy her lair.
That's on her.
Yes.
What? No, I would never do something like that.
I never implicated you, Deckham.
Yeah, why do you keep thinking it's you? We're blaming you.
I was just saying, she tried to eat us. I was just trying to say, she tried to eat us, me in particular, and was surprised to see me on the ceiling as well.
I'm slightly wondering why we have somehow forgotten about what happened.
Well, we know. It's just like... It's
I
funny
know,
that
but I'm just thinking from Deckham's perspective, it's like,
I feel like he keeps trying to lie and then keeps forgetting that, then does it, and then fuck.
Yes, that's exactly how I'm playing it. Because Declan is, in his own mind, secretly proud that he burned the fucking place down.
Yeah, Elliot's not
does Deckham know that emotion? Proud?
Pride.
No, that's why he's like, I don't understand it, so I can't.
But I like it.
I can't use words.
But I like it. But yeah, Elliot will also add that little bit. It's like, yes, I was sleeping on the ceiling and she decided to attack me, which that was probably the most awkward moment of running into a night assault.
But, yeah, that's why, technically working with them, I'm not full Oni. Not even half Oni, really. Just an amalgamation of pieces just shoved into a person that's somehow still alive.
So technically you're a
Grandpa.
chimera.
Grandpa's been sitting there scratching or rubbing his chin for a bit. Wait, you mean that old bitch that used to live down at the tavern?
Kyle immediately perks up. Green hair, horns. Oh wait, no.
Oh, I
Lisa's
meant
the vampire.
the vampire
Oh.
thing.
Yes. She also
Yeah.
had a forest full of hair and almost tore Kyle's
My throat out
Yes.
twice.
I had to fight it without my armor, which was probably the hardest
Almost
thing.
killed me as well.
It was
I'd like
actually
to also point out, I did shove her head in a bag, and that was funny.
I was actually surprised how
I remember doing that once or twice. She did not kindly do it.
I'm actually surprised her body kept regenerating despite it being chopped up.
Well, I mean, did you kill them both at the same time?
Sadly, no.
Oh, we
I was
tried.
Yes. She is still alive.
Did you try nailing her head to a wall?
No,
No,
actually.
that is something we should have done.
Didn't have a long enough nail.
If you could nail her head to the wall and wait till sunrise, you'd get that bitch off my back.
I don't really want to go hunting her right now, to be honest.
If we
Nah,
want
don't worry about it. Me and
Well.
her have been going back and forth centuries.
to,
Something tells me we will
be
see
seeing
her again.
Yes.
Probably.
Considering that I did pick up her watching us from the very edge of the forest and was giving us the stink eye before she vanished in the fog.
Eno. Row 3, box 43. Watch Eno gets up, snaps to it, salutes, and then he runs off. You hear him go, boop, 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 boop.
There is organization here.
Maybe they're trying to play on your fear decum of disorganization.
Or is it more of the controlled chaos?
Don't
Something
say the words control and chaos to decum in the same sentence. Like you're gonna have an
The
aneurysm.
fuck does that mean?
It's something that Greybeard once said. He had a completely
Doesn't make
messy...
any goddamn sense.
Yeah, well...
But I was glad we all had a good time.
Well, Greybeard
Right
didn't
now,
mention it.
And the guy I know would just look paranoid as shit again.
He's still like hugging his coat there. His coat out.
But yeah,
He's
Elliot just...
tuned it 3 or 4 times already.
Oh my god.
Elliot just concludes with, yeah, Greybeard usually had a messy desk when he was making a compiling book of all the bestiary creatures we had to face, so he said it was a controlled chaos because despite the huge amount of mess, he seemed to know exactly where he needed to find said item.
Comes rushing back in and he bows, holding this small wooden box out to Grandpa. He takes it. And backs up. Okay, I got 3 of these. You... Tigers, toes... I can't remember what that whole thing was. Heck, you're cute enough. He holds out a necklace with a beautifully carved piece of jade in the shape of 2 fish. Yeah. Take it. He's holding it up to
Handing
Kyle.
it to?
Okay, I'll grab it. Should I be worried about it?
Nah, what it does, it texts that damn bitch.
Kyle immediately pockets it. Like, finally, a vampire hunting compass. Is it only specifically...
Blue, she's around.
Alright, so Kyle actually put it on her neck then. You said it's like a necklace, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll put,
I feel like a jade, like,
yeah,
koi yin-yang thing on it.
koi jade necklace. Okay.
Well, I guess that goes a little bit of the way to pay you back for our entertainment. So, how can we, the Tanuki clan, help you?
So we might be being hunted by the Oni clan.
Well, I was going to say that might be more of where Star and Zamar should take over on that part.
I'm looking for my parents, specifically. Apparently, my father. I'm not from here, clearly. But then again, none of us really are.
Elliot will
He
move.
runs, he kind of, as well as running can be for a man who's practically hunched over. Kind of runs over, looks at you like it's real close.
Elliot moves back to give him more space to let him get closer.
Wait. Wait. You're not Stone?
What?
And that's when, no, that's my brother, and we think it's Stone's son? He's like real close, uncomfortably close. Ow.
It.
Wrong eye color.
You said Stone?
Our father's name is Stone Mountain.
How very fitting that I came from a stone mountain.
Oh no. Oh no.
Just a moment. I don't have a bowl.
Oh. He is very happy boy. I've got centuries of knowledge, and my granddaughters could help you in other ways, or if we have something to lose. I'm guessing you're taking the long bridge to get over in Drawn Eye Island. Or nods.
Oh my god. I think so. God damn it, Jason!
I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
I have clearly missed something.
It's in our group chat.
Oh.
I'll explain. I'll explain after session.
Okay.
Anyway, is there any way that, with any power of the mist or spirits that you have, that could dissuade any of the Oni clan from tracking us? Because I'd like to keep any interaction with them at a minimal if we can.
Mari kind of leans up. Actually, that's kind of why we brought you here in the first place. I mean, yeah, the pranking was like a big part of it, but being that you didn't seem like there's evil to you, we figured you probably could use a place to lay low, especially if they were looking for you.
Are we basically unsafe once we get out of this area, or?
Well, I mean, we warded this whole forest. It's full of tricks and traps. Really, you know, anybody who's smart enough doesn't come out here because of that.
Curious, though, if someone has enough of a grudge or incentive to come after us or take their anger out upon you, are the illusions and traps enough to dissuade them?
I've been for 4 centuries.
I am only asking out of concern, Elder.
And also,
Well, Well, I mean, first of all, they'd have to figure out how to get in. Part of the trick is getting them to go back out on their own.
What if one of them was the Dark Lord that might be hunting us?
The dark what?
Oh, they don't know.
A very powerful supernatural being that basically is favored and loved by the land. I suppose equivalent to the immortal
A yokai?
emperor.
I thought you were going to go on water, that's why I said Jerry.
You mean a dragon or a kami?
Something
Nah,
like
we couldn't
that.
fight that.
Oh, that's reassuring.
I know a
It's like a
dragon.
very angry yoki. That's the term, right?
Yokai, but close enough.
Yeah.
Yoki.
Well, I mean, what you describe is more like a kami, which is a god. But man, god.
I thought you meant kami like a fucking communist. Because of the
Oh
accent.
my god.
I thought he was a guy from Dragon Ball.
No, that's Kami.
That's Okami.
That's Street Fighter.
Oh, is it Okami? Okay.
I thought that was a streamer.
No, that's Callie.
Anyway,
Alright, look at
Elliot adds into the yes, something close to that. In my lands, they're usually known as demigods.
I don't have a good comparison, considering most gods in our land are dead, so it's more so the belief of one.
Your land, or rather your world, is very depressing, Kyle.
You don't even have dragons, that's a weird thought.
Very.
I mean, I don't mind it. We just deal with asshole people rather than asshole godly beings.
I don't know what's worse.
I'm inclined to think the same way.
You can say that because you come from lands where the gods scorned probably parts of your world or something.
Yes and no. There's also very powerful mages that just make things unfun to live in.
Tell that to the Dwarven Graviturgy, man.
I think we're going off topic here. You mentioned
Yeah.
about a bridge.
Star kind of leans toward. Yeah, that was the plan. In hindsight, we probably just taken your ship.
I'd rather at least have it registered by the island rather than sneak in and not get shot immediately.
Yeah, the Oni clan has been. Oh, what do they call that? Blockade. That's what I think they call it.
Well, that would make sense with all those checkpoints they had getting in here.
I am curious now, considering that our personal quarry is within these lands, and I suppose the saying is breaking bread with the Oni. Should we be worried about our ship in the same dock as his is?
I mean, we have the bar, or not the bar, I can keep Stan and Ismark watching it, so worst
Will
comes to worst,
they
they
be
can...
okay?
They've lived this long in this land without us. I think they'll be fine.
I mean, see, and also seemingly at the first times of trouble, they head for the hills.
I mean, they also came to us technically for the first sight of trouble. In the church. Actually, you know what? Kyle's gonna pull out her sending stone. She hasn't used it yet. And, she'll...
wait, before you use it, Kyle,
Mhm.
how about we try to use that outside of the Tanuki's home?
How long does your home extend, just so I know I could send something without it kind of getting all fucky? Looks like,
We'd be fine with that.
okay.
Our magic is, people coming in and they get confused and go back out, or they get a little foolhardy, and the third or fourth time they try, they get a good scare.
Alright, so I guess...
That's a little aggressive.
Alright.
Oh fuck, they don't have the extras because technically Syndra has the other one, so I actually have to use the regular sending part. Fuck.
Well, good luck with that. Then Ellie kind of looks over to Zamar. I don't suppose you have any more questions for them, do you?
Nothing that I can think of. I'm just glad that this murder house wasn't actually real this time.
Oh, you definitely missed the situation when we first landed in this plane of existence, the Cross Manor.
Let's not relive it.
5, 6, 7, 18, 19, 20. Well, I'm off by 5, but
You do remember that I nearly melted in that area, correct?
I believe a lot of us were in a great deal of danger, Decum. Especially Lady K from that doppelganger.
Yes. Actually, probably all 3 of you are horrible to ask. Never mind.
what? 12.
I was just going to ask if scars go away, but, well, Elliot's a
quite.
nearly immortal being. Zinma has fur. And you're... you.
I take offense to that.
You should.
Elliot
Well, stars
shows
do go away. Some of them stay forever, though.
depends on how
They really
deep the
do.
cut is and if the cut was done by magic or a curse upon him.
Well, you were there. It was a blade.
Yes,
That crazy butcher's knife.
Do you want my truthful opinion or should I sugarcoat it?
You know I can't taste.
Give you a false sense of hope.
No, I would like the raw data, please.
Considering the obsessive motions that the foul fiend cut Miss K with had a vile emotion to it, which became a curse in its own right. I suspect that scar will not heal unless you have a priest or one of the more holiest of beings to cleanse that curse, and then use a higher level spell to regenerate the wound. Because I suspect the curse is not going to simply be on the flesh, but also on the soul itself. And before you ask,
Ultimately, I believe it'll be up to her, but
yes,
she does seem to obsess about it on accident.
What was your... I'm sorry, go ahead.
I would actually keep an eye on that, Declan, in case you have forgotten. The doppelganger was obsessed with her looks, and I do not wish to be a harbinger of bad news or omen, but let us hope that the doppelganger did not imprint her obsession into Miss K.
Wrong choice of words.
You guys can almost feel the processor start to overheat as he's thinking way too much about this now.
My suggestion, Decum, is to make sure that Miss Kyle gets out of this reality realm intact, and the moment you both find yourselves back at your homeland, get one of the strongest if not most potent, divine saints possible to remove the curse. Because I doubt it's going to be on the skin, but also in the soul itself. So you might need to be there to make sure nothing complicated happens.
A divine individual. I'll have to look into that. So I don't believe there are any in Rastport.
Well, good luck. It could be that bad finding. What is it? Those of the cloth or something? Unless your world also hates religion.
Quite the opposite, actually. Just last time I had seen any of those individuals, they were, well, on the front lines.
I can only say from personal experience, a curse to the soul is definitely not one to be taken lightly of. Even emotional curses, in a way.
Alright, well, on the plus side, as Kyle kind of chimes in, Margulius is gone, so the people that were chasing after us, at least for the time being, probably might be the only ones of his boat. But also, apparently our crew can eat and drink again, which is weird.
Wait. God damn it.
Can or have to?
Can. You do realize they were undead at one point, right? Like, they were just
Yeah,
aberrations.
we're just wondering if we have to feed them or not.
Don't you even dare.
Yeah, do we need to use Deckham's cooking?
I am more
Well,
concerned.
here's the thing, though. Like, the more people
Now we're-
Deckham foods for, the less food I get from Deckham.
Let's buy more food then.
I specifically calculate each meal for all of you. I just make more when there's more people.
Zidmar
Get it
was...
all.
Yeah, Zidmar's upset he can't get more.
I have not spent any actual money on myself besides this, and he'll wave the staff. Every other dime I have spent has been food for you people.
And we are always grateful for that. Thank you.
This is just Zidmar whenever he's asking for more food.
But I am a little bit concerned. Did the people that were in Margula's ship, did they return when they left? Or rather, was there any details of the ones that went after us?
You just eat Jerry.
I really couldn't tell you, Elliot, just because they don't have their own sending stones, so we can't really connect them and then get each other's 3-digit number or whatever the hell these things run on.
Is there a way I could recharge this immediately?
Oh wait, no, I remember what they're called. They're called a landline. Thank you, I'll see myself out.
I don't know much.
As opposed to a sea line?
No, what you need to connect these two is a landline.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Phones?
Oh, in my world, they're called ley lines.
No.
That I'm more aware of. Anyway,
I feel like Moogle's dying on the inside.
yes, he is. Anyway, Ellie will also then add, is there a way I can charge power to this thing?
I don't want to explode the sending stone, especially since it was Syndra's, and I don't know how much laced of bullshit it might have in it if you do.
Wait a moment.
Most likely.
Oh, no, I don't have that spell.
I guess when
You're
you
talking
get
about sending, right?
Yeah, I thought I did. Maybe it's telling who has it.
Yeah.
I don't want to
I'm-
casters.
I mean, worst comes to worst, when we get back from the dock, maybe they'll have another sending stone. We could just tap them together, or however the hell it works in this world, and maybe connect them.
Right. So hopefully before the unfortunate incident happens of encountering what's chasing us, be sure to ask Zan or Ismar for details or anything that stands out for the ones that are chasing after us, because, like in the situation with Paradon fighting the monstrous were-rat Virgil, I'm wondering if we're going to be dealing with one of Margulis' crew members.
We kicked the hell out of him.
Well, I kind of
by
did, 'cause I threw the
himself,
knife at him.
if you recall. If anything, the other crew members are going along with whatever backup they can get their hands on.
I've never fought an Oni before, but I'll give it a shot.
Okay, so imagine
Kyle's
fighting...
fucking terrifying.
I was gonna say, imagine fighting me, but uglier.
I can imagine that. Hags
Still
tend
have the knife.
to have
Probably
a
not.
better...
They have giant clubs, usually, from whatever.
Oh, I'm much better with giant clubs. They notify me about what they do. The knife does not.
And they, they're gonna look at Eno. Yes?
Hey. He holds out a rolled up piece of paper.
Oh my god, it's a landline.
He quietly opens it up, looks at it. Thank you. What is
You
this?
see a map.
He knows amazing.
Ah. Thank you.
And then he takes his finger, he points. And you see that he's drawn a circle around an area on a mountain. He kind of points, and at one, he's like, taps it, and you get the impression. He's like, here. And then he draws a little line over to this other one that he's circled. You.
So we're here, and we need to take this path to get there.
Roll me an insight.
Sure. $13.
He's not meaning everyone else, he means you.
The mirror?
He nods.
How did you know I was looking for...
He just waddles off back to his spot.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
He looks very...
He picks up his hat and just starts eating popcorn again.
Elliot has the most perplexed look on his face. He just very gently folds the note. Right. How long do we need to stay low? He's looking over to start before resuming this journey, because I might need to make a detour.
Considering I wasn't expecting to even do any of this, she kind of does that, like, I don't know, silent one.
Elliot, let's put it this way. They are still most likely going to be searching for us, and if Margulius left, and especially the crew members are still on the island, it will not matter how long we lay low. It actually might hurt us for laying low longer.
Elliot, holding the folded piece of paper. Let's just say I got a bit of information on something that I was looking for on this island. A particular mirror.
Oh, fantastic.
Uh-oh.
They're all kind of like looking at you, like, and then at Eno, and then back at you. Then Kana kind of, oh, you need to go there.
Should we be worried?
Well,
Probably.
wait. Wait, which one is it? Because that's either going to have a dragon or a kitsune.
Don't know what either of those are.
Well, one's a dragon, and the other's a fox yokai. Like us, but they can be real.
Okay. So either we deal with a deadly dragon or a fox person with a leaf on their head.
No leaf. That's our thing. Aki says. She takes a drink.
Ironically, I feel
They have more tails than us. So jealous.
I
Aki,
feel
you wouldn't know what to do with 2 tails, let alone 9. You're right.
I feel more confident in confronting a dragon because at least I know what I'm dealing with.
I
don't-
would take the mystery.
I
Maybe your dragons are different from mine, but I don't think any of us want to fight a dragon or deal with one. We're trying to take something from its heart.
You know, part of me's kind of interested on what a dragon would be like.
I will just simply say this. It is related to the islands of Cicero where the children were turning against their own will into Dampiers. I am hoping to remove that affliction upon them. If they wish for it to be taken out of them.
Star kind of is there. Well, I mean, Exeli's half, well, not half, but she's part dragon. So if they're like her, then it shouldn't be too bad.
I will simply ask for their aid and my intentions. I know intentions of keeping said item, and if I must return it to them, I will gladly do so. But
So, we've all been on the ship, correct? So think the ship as its torso, like its body, but then put a lizard's skin on it, give it legs, 2 wings, the ability to breathe some sort of element, and a controlling aspect that could probably take over all of your minds at the same time.
So what you're telling me is I could steer it.
that sounds a few extra things compared to the
Telling me is I
dragon
can
sound
ride
of-
on it.
That can roll me an insight.
Oh, you're saying there's a chance.
25.
All of the Tanuki are completely confused about your description of a dragon.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But 4 legs, 2 wings,
That matches.
partial the size of your average battleship,
There
more
are
firepower than a broadside cannon.
there are varying sizes from my world, yes.
Well, I guess they start small and get bigger.
Yes. But you mentioned something that sounded a bit extra from the dragons that I'm familiar with.
You're describing a dragon and it sounds weird.
The simple insult that my mentor Greybeard would call them are oversized flying lizards that range from absolute arrogance to haughty prideful.
Well, that's true, but you don't have the compelling feature from like they
No.
can't just create an army.
Wait, your
No.
dragons have part vampire to compel people? The fuck?
It's more like vampires from our world and more like part dragon.
What the fuck? Did I just come to your world to exterminate like half their population?
If you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a fucking field day.
Our dragons, at least in Oarth, are not as compelling. There are some unique individuals that have a charismatic personality. It tends to be if they're maybe likable enough to listen to them. But most of them tend to either be, well, they're old enough, isolated, or solitary.
Elliot, judging by the reactions of the individuals around me, I believe our dragons are different.
So they're not just some elemental spewing, oversized, scaly lizard that has a temperament problem.
I look at the Tanuki, like, what
They're kind of like looking at each other, kind of like going, well, sort of. And then Mari reaches behind her to the bookshelf and she pulls out. You've seen these kind of scrolls hanging on the walls, and she kind of holds it out. I mean, this is one of the elder ones that's on this island.
What the fuck? It has a mustache.
He looks refined, if anything. I don't see why you're saying these things are horrible. They look cool.
Question.
That's not the same type of dragon that I'm used to.
Meta question. Do I need to roll anything to see if Greybeard, because he lived a very long time for a dwarf, may have mentioned Eastern dragons that look very weird?
Roll me a D100.
Roger that. 57.
You rolled high, so yeah. You've probably seen some rudimentary ones, imported ink or woodblock cuttings, things like that.
This one doesn't even look like it has its own dungeon.
Well,
Why would a dragon need a dungeon? Sounds stupid.
Thing.
It's a play on jokes of some madman's games, but
he lives in the Great Mountain, and he's about. She flips or reaches behind her, pulls out a book, and starts flipping through it. Oh yeah, he's about 500 feet long, or was.
Does he hate humanoid creatures?
Depends on
Man,
the
blasting New York with
person.
the traffic. I can't wait to
Would
leave.
he hate me because I look Oni adjacent?
I've never seen a dragon really care.
Cool. Just making sure. This is way out of my ballpark.
Where are the wings? How does he fly?
Yeah.
I have seen some old images of this in Greybeard's book. I think they were called lung dragons, or low, something of that. I couldn't decipher the writing. Apparently, if I may be, there was a guess that they're more potent in magic.
Then more potent than a grain?
I will put it this way for you, Deckham. They would be a wizard, sorcerer, maxed out with still being a dragon.
Hey, I would like to deal with Fox.
I mean, Fusion is known for bringing entire tsunamis, catastrophic lightning storms.
I feel like either choice is going to be painful.
I think my programming might fuck up the dragon situation. That's all I'm saying.
Kyle, roll me a perception. Or an
Literally
insight.
built to kill these things.
As Mari's talking about Fusion, you notice that Star is a little bit uncomfortable.
Does that mean anything to you? Looks at her.
That's a trade.
Fusion's the one who brought me back to life, but he's in the mountain, not a shrine.
Well, that's actually not as bad then. Does that mean he's not an asshole? Maybe?
She kind of does that, like, oh god, how do you describe it? The frown of sometimes.
Ah, so he's fickle. Like Elliot when you tried to make him taste bad food.
Or like Kyle when she's trying to figure out whether or not to stab me on a good day or not.
I don't think about stabbing you that often.
Uh-huh.
You're entitled to your own beliefs.
Exactly.
Oh, we're all kind of entitled to everyone's. Just lock our brains together 8 hours a day.
You chose to willingly, and you can end that anytime you want.
But this, why are we talking about this gentleman on the Fox?
Because I suspect either one of them is guarding the mirror that I am looking for to possibly cure Janice and the other children of the island of Cicero of their Dampier force affliction.
So we're going to try to negotiate with the dragon for something of the horde or a potential fox demon.
Is it a demon?
Well, they call it a yokai, which, in my eyes, at this point, I haven't seen anything other than demons.
Elliot points to the Tanukis, but I sense nothing infernal or fiendish out of them.
Actually, Peckham, go ahead and roll me another insight. You're pretty sure you might have offended someone. Mostly Aki.
Good
Oh,
job, Dick.
Well, they're trickster demons. They literally spent the entire past
Deckham,
16 hours tormenting us.
Deckham.
I'm not a demon.
They are
I think
Yoken.
demon might mean something else in my vocabulary than yours.
It does.
Oh god,
As
here
for
we
me,
go again.
They are
Can I go down this rabbit hole?
Yoken, or I'm sorry, Yokai. Key.
Kai is correct.
Either way, Deckham, you know my profession. If I can clearly say that I don't sense any of the outsider, fiendish, or inferno energies out of them, then I suspect they're more like nature beings. But that's just my own guess of it.
So we're like,
In his world, if I'm reading his mind well enough, we're more akin to Fae.
Oh, yes.
Strange he didn't register as Fae from my senses, but...
Your senses didn't say that. They're celestial, undead, or fiend.
I know, I'm just messing around here as Elliot.
Oh, okay.
This is just Elliot.
Oh, well, I do apologize. My wording is, originally programmed into me. Most adversaries were either called dragons or demons. That's how it works. I did not mean to offend any of you. I've grown to quite enjoy all of your company, actually.
Oh, it's okay. You didn't mean anything by it. You watched Eno sets his hat, pull the popcorn aside, and then just hugs you.
Oh, he is warm.
So, I suppose considering all things, are you all willing to take a detour with me to get this mirror, or should we just continue on with our quest?
Well, if it'll help the kids get rid of a vampire curse, I'm down for it.
That little girl seemed to not enjoy being a vampire.
Also, I did kind of owe her for accidentally stabbing her. Or almost stabbing
it
her.
really take us a day off.
Well, I
Yeah, we
imagine...
missed 24 hours. It's 24 hours. It's not the end of the world. Right, Stop?
I mean, I didn't know anything was gonna happen.
Yes, thank you. Since I was planning to look for the mirror even if I had to do it alone. But I'd rather have your company. Thank you.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. I'm Gothmoogle. Thanks for joining us. I don't have social media, so I'm going to pass it on to the next DM in line, Miser.
Ah, crap, I was in the middle of typing notes, but not a problem, buddy. Hello, this is Miser Mark. I am playing as Elliot for this particular game. I guess we're going with passive aggressiveness here. And yes, I'm also the DM for Into the Wildlands, which, oh boy, that's going to be my first ever 3-digit campaign. I didn't believe I could run one that long. That will be on Sunday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And you can find the content on both YouTube and Twitch under Miser Mark. And you know what? I will pass it over to, Sir Free For All.
Hello, it's me, Sir Free For All. You can find me everywhere, including Twitch and YouTube. At Sir Free For All. 100. You're on triple digit episodes. That's kind of crazy. I think we'll get there with this campaign one day. That's pretty awesome.
I'm gonna kill myself. Let's go.
I will say this. It's my first triple digit, so I guess the joke of it is the cherry pot.
Yes, very good. Yes, I have been playing a ton of Diablo and streaming a ton of Diablo, so if you're interested in that kind of stuff, I've been playing with the other dingus that I'm going to throw to, Jeebus.
Hello, I'm the Dingus. I've been playing Diablo a lot lately, and joining in on Jason's streams as we try to level and get cooler and cooler gear. But next week, it's actually pretty exciting because we're fully starting the Duskhaven Coven arc. We learned a bit of tidbit that Machiel might not be as bad a person as he's brought up to be, or as a couple people in the party may have realized, he's still just trying to manipulate everything in his favor. But we'll figure that out throughout this next week, and beginning to try to save the Duskhavens from themselves. Mr. Mariner.
Hello, I am Transpace Mariner. Follow me on DM Mariner on Twitter, Transpace Mariner on YouTube. And yeah, now the party happened to meet a fun explosive expert, and next time they get to deal with some of the fallout of that, because that even though it wasn't technically their fault exactly, they still kind of got to deal with parts of it, and that'll be a fun one to watch and see what happens. And yeah, I'll throw it back to Moogle to close this out.
Yeah, that was CSROs. I hope my players enjoyed a little change from the usual. It's my attempt at one.
As long as it wasn't
And-
clowns.
Honk honk.
Listen, if you would have found a spray that had a ghost, but it was like actually just a clown face, I think I would have just left right there.
Zedmar actually would have pelted him with like a full flurry of rocks.
Anyway,
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
wait.